All right, we're live on the Doug Saravo Show, guys. How are you today?
Hey,
Doing good.
Doing all right.
Kyle, welcome back. How you been?
I'm doing all right. I'm feeling fat as always, ready to talk about some sports today.
Andrew, how you doing?
kind of feeling the same way too myself.
All right, so I'm gonna do it different today because no, Andrew, I noticed like you give the same answers as like some people on the show, so I'm gonna ask you the questions first when we get to the conversations.
Mhm.
Brandon, how are you today?
I'm living the dream. I'm pumped that the Knicks are they're at fourth seed and they're looking really good.
Oh yeah, they're looking really good
Yeah.
in one of the worst conferences in the league.
What, Eastern?
Yeah, the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. Yeah, Boston Celtics like went down. Well, now they're making a comeback, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're 16 and 17.
Yeah. Did you hear about the news about Lloyd Pierce getting fired from the Atlanta Hawks?
Oh
Oh,
God.
he did?
Yeah,
They
he got
already
fired.
they already hired a new coach. Well, it's an interim. What's his name? Nate McMillan.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
coach.
Oh,
wasn't he the head coach of the Pacers like a
Yeah,
year ago?
he's a
he's
very
back in the league already.
hmm
he's very
Nate
good.
Nate McKinley,
Yeah, McMillan.
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 Well, if you want to be if you want to be honest with the Atlanta Hawks, they have a lot of great weapons. They just need a great coach to lead them.
Oh yeah, when you have Trey Young, Kevin Herter, DeAndre Hunter, they
Cam
sh-
Reddish,
they
who
should be able to win games.
yeah, they should. But they haven't.
All right, so we have plenty to get to today. We're going to discuss Major League Baseball. Spring training is underway. J.J. Watt is heading to Arizona to reunite with DeAndre Hopkins. Those Houston Texans sure did a great job building a championship team. Not. We have some NBA discussions. So I want to get started with Major League Baseball. Thanks, James, our wonderful producer, giving us notes as always. I want to start with Major League Baseball. The San Diego Padres had a phenomenal offseason. They got Yu Darvish, Blake Snell. They got Mike Clevenger during the trade deadline. So will this be the year the Dodgers end their run of winning the NL West? Andrew?
You mean, do you think it'll end? You didn't
Yeah,
finish.
you think the Padres are now going to take over the NL West?
Not really sure. I mean, keep in mind the season hasn't started just yet, but it could be a possibility that it could happen where the San Diego Padres make a comeback and then knock the Dodgers off after a long run in the playoff series. So it could possibly happen, but I'm not really too sure about that, but we could see it happening.
All right, Brandon, what do you think about the offseason the San Diego Padres had?
Well, I think they did a great job in improving their pitching rotation. Joe Musgrove. Who else? They Blake Snell, which was a great signing. Great was it? I think it was a trade. Was it a trade?
Yeah, I think we got a few prospects.
Yeah. Getting him was very important. That's going to help you a lot because I think some people think everyone knows how great Blake Snell is. Who else? They got somebody else. I forgot his name. Uh,
Oh, what's his name?
I'm missing somebody. They got another guy.
Here, look him
Oh,
up.
I know who you're talking about too.
Here, look him up.
Uh, Padres off season moves.
Their offensive. Their lineups. The lineup is just as good as last year's. I think it's going to get even better, especially with Manny Machado. I think he's found his groove in San Diego. Uh,
Fernando Tatis, Eric Hosmer.
Hosmer,
Oof.
I really like. I like Hosmer a lot.
I'm trying to think. They had Blake Snell, Yu Darvish. Clevery was a trade move.
Chris Paddock.
No, he was still on the
Well,
team.
I'm just naming the rotation right now. Lachessie's a Met.
Yeah, Lechesty's a Met. Um,
Mackenzie Gore.
no, he's a prospect. He wasn't someone they signed.
Was he
Yeah.
on the Indians?
I'm trying to think. I really want to know
Oh,
who. I
oh,
want to know who
geez.
they acquired now for the off season.
Doug, am I crazy? I'm missing somebody, right? There's a
Yeah,
guy.
we are.
Okay, I thought I don't know.
Here's the problem, guys. It's the Padres. They haven't been relevant in so long that we can't keep track. It's hard. We gotta
I
learn.
know.
Hmm.
All right, so I'm on MLB.com now, and it says all 9 Padres offseason moves. So let's see. Um, well, while I'm looking at it, Kyle, what do you think about the Padres offseason?
I think they had probably one of the best off seasons, even though we can't name a single goddamn player that got picked up by the Padres. But they did have a good off season. We just got to remember what players they got. I'm sure they were fantastic, though.
Mark
Uh,
Melanson was one, but there was another pitcher that they went after.
I'm going.
Blake Snell was another. Yu Darvish, Victor Caratini. Maybe that was it.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of another team that made a big move. Yeah, maybe that's probably it. That's probably
Well,
it.
they got a Keon. They also signed Keon Keller, so they did make a lot of moves. Maybe they just didn't bring
Who,
in the extra pitcher that we thought
who's
in the
Kia?
starting rotation.
Who's
You mean
Keller?
you mean Keone Kela?
Yeah, Keone Keller.
I never heard of him.
He's
He
like
was a
he
pitcher
was
on
on
the
he
Rangers
was
and the
on the
Pirates.
Rangers. Closer, setup man.
Oh, yeah, I never heard of him for some reason.
Yeah. So Kyle, I want your answer. Do you think the Padres will finally take down the Dodgers?
Well, here's what I'll say about that. In this offseason, you didn't get Trevor Bauer. And Dodgers got back Justin Turner, as well as have a team that has Mookie Betts on it, as well as Cody Bellinger. That compared to the Padres, now no disrespect to the Padres, I like Manny Machado. I think he's great. Their pitching is phenomenal. The only thing that we have to look out for is just the hitting because I don't know. The Dodgers are just phenomenal. I can't. They blow teams up.
Unfortunately, they do. That was a lucky World Series win in my mind.
Well,
Right? It was though.
you have no say. You're a Rays fan.
Yeah, but when you pull when Kevin Cash pulls Blake Snell, having a
I mean,
phenomenal.
yeah.
Come on,
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. That's probably one of the worst decisions ever
that was a
made.
game you would have won, and then you would have won Game 7 with Charlie Morton on the mound. And Charlie Morton is going to the Atlanta Braves. So, do you guys think that the Braves still have a shot to win the National League East despite the offseason moves that the Mets made, bringing in Cookie, Lindor, um, Lichechi, Yamamoto, Andrew?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, you had to sleep?
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Do you think that the Braves could still win the NL East? Because they've won it for the last few years, but the Mets made a lot of moves. The Mets
Uh,
finally spent their money. The Mets made trades. So do you think that the Braves will end up repeating as, I think it's a three-peat actually, for the NL East?
Not really sure. I mean, since the Mets had bought a lot of, made a lot of deals here, I think the Mets could have a possibility of winning the East, the Eastern Conference, like the NL East. My bad. But anyways, I think the Mets could win it this time instead of the Braves. And I think that's how it could turn out.
All right, so you're picking the Mets to win the NL East, basically.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it could happen again with the Braves, but they could always fall off one day, and maybe
Yeah, they
this could
could
be their
always.
time.
Yeah,
And
it could be their.
like look at we saw the Warriors. Was it about 2-3 years they won the championship, and then they
Yeah.
fell off by the Raptors?
Yeah, well, the Raptors were due for a championship.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
and KD got hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, KD did get hurt. Clay Thompson went down, I believe.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
that was
That's
a
true.
different series when there are guys that are that are consistently playing, and then they go down to injury. So, Brandon, do you think that the Mets are going to take down the Braves, or do you see like a team like maybe the Nationals winning the NL East? They did bring in Josh Bell, or even the Phillies. I know the Phillies didn't really help their rotation, but bringing back JT Realmuto definitely helps.
I mean, I really still think the Braves have this division. Even now since they added Charlie Morton with their pitching, I think they're just going to get better. I know he's getting up in age, but I still think he's like one of the top pitchers around. I
Oh,
think
he is.
I think they're still going to be really good. I think it's going to come down to the last. See, I think this is going to be one of the divisions that it's going to come down to the last few games of the season because there's a lot of good teams in that division. The Phillies are stacked. The Mets are now stacked. The Nationals they're pretty good, and the Braves. I think this is going to be a very.
Could a team like the Marlins surprise a lot of people, or do you think that last year was just like a fluke run because it was a short season? They didn't have time to fall apart because they do get on good runs and then they fall off.
Yeah, no, you can't judge a 60-game season on how they are. I mean, listen, they did a good job, but there's There's 100 more games to this season than a 60 games. 60 games is too little. That's like playing a 20-game NBA season. So 100 games more could make a difference to a lot of teams.
Hmm.
All right, so looking at teams that are kind of they are kind of on the rise. Would you think that the Chicago White Sox are one of those teams that could end up winning the division and going on a deep run within the next few years? Anyone, feel free to answer.
Go ahead, Kyle.
I think they're certainly in the right direction. I don't know how else to put it other than that. I'm trying to recall some of their moves from this offseason. I know they were good moves that they had made. I like how none of us can recall anything that happened this offseason.
Well,
Everybody's watching the NBA now.
Oh God, I've been watching Nets basketball every day.
Yeah,
well,
I've been watching it here
the
and there.
prior years they brought in Dallas Keuchel, Yasmani
Oh
Grandal,
yeah,
but the White Sox they have like a lot of young talent. Tim Anderson.
true.
You could
Oh
look
yeah,
at
yeah, yeah. Okay, I have
Louis Giolito, Luis Robert. So the White Sox have a lot of young talent.
Okay, there's my point. You have a team with Luis Robert who's yoked to the gills, and then you got Eloy Jimenez who can who is one of their best hitters and best prospects a couple years ago. I and they're pitching. I can't.
Talking like Joe Biden. Talking like Joe
White
Biden.
Sox World Series.
How is he talking like Joe Biden?
Oh, because he can't.
I didn't get that point, Andrew.
No, because he can't finish.
I never would have thought of that.
The White Sox, they didn't really build this offseason, but it's mostly through their system, and I think they could be one of those teams that win a division and go on a run. I do see them winning the division in the AL Central this year. A lot of teams, they didn't really build. Indians got rid of Lindor. Who's really out there in the AL Central besides the Chicago White Sox, Brandon?
The Cleveland Indians.
Well, I think they're going to be good, but I think the Minnesota Twins are still a really good team.
I
Especially
agree.
with what's his name? I think Rocco Baldelli is a great coach.
Yeah, but I just don't think they have the pitching.
I think that's something they'll work on this year. I think
Minnesota.
Yeah, they don't really have a pitching staff that you could really rely on.
Let me look at their depth chart.
And I love Sano. I think he's awesome. I think he's a great. I think he's going to be a great player. I mean, he's showing you that he could be a power hit. He's a slugger. He's a slugger. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark on a nightly basis.
So this is going to surprise a lot of you guys. Did you guys know that Jay Happ is now a Minnesota Twin?
I think that will help them too. I think Jay Happ's a very good pitcher also.
I think so too. I just don't see the consistency with this rotation.
Well, he's not a consistent guy. One day he could be he's either really good one day or the other day he's horrible. He'll give up like 10 runs one game, and then another game he'll give up nothing.
Kenton Maeda's old. Jose Barrios is good. Michael Pineda, he's been inconsistent. J.A. Happ's good, but and then who else? You got Randy Dobnik and Devin Smeltzer.
Oh, the Uber
And by the
driver.
way, it's not
Dominic.
Michael Pineda. Pineda. It's
Pineda.
Pineda. Pineda.
Oh yeah, you're the
Pineda.
Spanish guy, Andrew. You know all
Rafael
these
Pineda. It's Pineda.
pronunciations.
It's Pineda. That's how they
Pineda.
pronounce. Yeah, something like that.
I don't really like this rotation.
Rafael Pineda.
I don't
Pineda,
either.
Yeah, Pineda. Yeah.
So why are we saying the Twins could be a threat?
Because we see the hitting and we see potential in that, but we don't look at what's really the big picture, and that's the pitching. I see the bullpen. They lost one of their key pitchers, and that was Trevor May. He went to the Mets, and that's why there's another reason why the Mets are a great freaking team in the National League. They had
Right.
such great bullpen depth, then gone.
And they
Yeah.
also added Angelton Simmons, which is a good signing too. He's a solid shortstop, Angelton Simmons. He could bring something to the team. But yeah, it could listen. I think it could come down to another Yankees Twins American League Division Series this year.
Oh,
I
it
really
probably
do.
will.
And you know what will happen? The Yankees could end up winning again against the Twins. But the Twins are a team that they're not they have a great season and then they end up
Yeah, they
4-1
fall apart.
postseason. Yeah.
All right, so this is a comment from John Giovanni, and he makes a good point. They need to trade Kopech and Abreu. Kopech is too much of a head case, and Abreu, a great player, strikes out too much, and they have Vaughn taking his place. But I want to go to Michael Kopech. He was supposed to be one of these best pitching prospects. We really have. I know he got injured, but we really haven't heard much of Michael. So I'm gonna go with Kyle because Andrew probably has no idea who he is. What do you think about the future of Michael Kopech?
I think Michael Kopech, he had a lot of hype going into last season and the season prior. Very highly touted prospect, and nowadays they get overshadowed by the Vladimirs and the Fernando Tatises and the Bo Bichettes and the Kevin Biggios. You don't really pay attention to Michael Kopech all that much, sort of in the background. But I do believe in the hype that people gave him a couple years back as one of being the most highly touted prospects in the Chicago White Sox farm system. And yeah, maybe it'll be a year or two. I kind of compare him to maybe an Aaron Nola in the future. Like, he's good, but like he's not like Garrett Cole or like any of those great pitchers. Like, I feel like he's going to be that type of player one day, but just not right now.
So I want to talk about the Toronto Blue Jays now. Yeah, they have a great young team. Don't get me wrong. They have a great young team. They got Vladdy. They got Bichette, Biggio. They add in George Springer. All those offensive guys are great, but I still don't trust their pitching staff. That's the number one issue for me. So when you have teams like the Yankees, who will definitely probably run away with the American League East, unless the Rays go on a surprising run again. The Blue Jays, yes, they have Ryu. Yes, they added Robbie Ray. They added Steven Matz, who's honestly, Brandon, when Steven Matz pitches against the New York Yankees, he's going to struggle mightily, especially in that first inning. I'm not liking that move at one bit for the Blue Jays. Great move for the Mets, not a great move for the Blue Jays, just one bit.
You mean the Yankees?
No, because the Mets got rid of him.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So looking at their rotation, there's a lot of guys who's basically available for, that 3-4-5 spot. 3-4-5 spot. You got Ryu, Pearson, Ray, Matz. You have Warrock, Stripling, Hatch, Thornton, Kay, and Zuch. If you guys were Blue Jay fans, how concerned would you be about your pitching staff? Kyle, let's start with you, then we'll go to Brandon, and then Andrew.
Well, to be honest with you, I'd be very concerned because, if you look on paper, yes, they have, they added a lot of good hitters, like you said, and I feel like that's going to be the main thing to watch out of this AL East between the Yankees and the Blue Jays, just the wars that they're going to go through. Because, as of right now, the Red Sox are irrelevant. The Rays, yeah, in my personal opinion, the only reason why I would watch the Tampa Bay Rays is Randy, and that's about it. Sorry, Douglas. But Hello. But yeah, that pitching rotation, man, that's just not it. Wait, well, let me go to their bullpen, and I'm just as scared. Oh, that's what I thought. Yep, I think that's a major concern.
Yeah, Kirby Yates. I mean, he's good, but to be your closer when you
Yeah,
had Ken
Kirby
Dot.
Yates. He was a Yankee at one point. He was all right. David Phelps, I hated David Phelps when he was a Yankee. Let me tell you, every time David Phelps would come in to relief on the New York Yankees, I hitting myself with a brick would have been more fun watching than watching what was about to transpire.
Like, if you look at this rotation right now and the bullpen, there's no one that you could really think of. Oh, they're going to be a threat.
I like Ross Stripling. That's
Yeah, but
about it, though.
when you're in the American League East and you're facing Aaron Judge and Carlos Stanton, Randy Arozarena, um, who else did they raise? Austin Meadows, Willie Adames, JD Martinez. That's not a good thing.
I would say three. I would say the Rays would give them probably a hard time. I would say the Yankees would definitely give them a hard time. Red Sox, I don't know. They're not as a threatening team as they once were.
No, they're not.
Who else is there?
If I was on Orioles, but not really.
Yeah, the Orioles just got Felix Hernandez the other day. They're chilling. They're chilling. They're not.
That's
They're
their
not.
big move. Like, if I was like an analyst on MLB Network and we had like an over under segment, I would probably say the Blue Jays are maybe an 80 win team. Maybe the low is 78. Brandon, would you agree?
Yeah, I that sounds about right. I think they're going to be the second best team in the American League East. I really do.
The Blue Jays?
Yeah.
So you're going with the Yankees, Toronto, and Tampa?
Yeah, I do.
Yankees on top, Tampa
Yankees
on the
top.
bottom.
I think Toronto moves up to second because of the signing of
And then
George.
Tampa's third, I would say.
Yeah.
Tampa's third.
So, Andrew, are you concerned with this rotation for the Blue Jays?
Very, very concerned for the fact that they have now a very good roster. They have Steven Matz now, and like we just mentioned earlier, that first inning of the Yankees game, it's going to be a very tough inning.
Yeah, for Steven Matz especially.
Yeah, of course. Especially because he came from New York, not from the Yankees, but from the Mets.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
So,
Steven
it's gonna feel
Matz is
like
dog
it's gonna
water.
feel it's gonna feel like old times for him in some form. That's kind of
yeah.
probably what's gonna feel like for him.
He doesn't want it to feel like that. He wants improvement.
Of course.
All right, so let's talk about Mike Trout. He came out the other day with the statement that, he had a bad year. So is this the year that they finally get to the playoffs? They've been there once before in 2014, lost to the Kansas City Royals. For Mike, yes, he's a Hall of Famer, great player, but for his legacy, how important is it for him to get to the postseason once again?
It's very, very important for the fact that the Mets, right?
No, Mike Trout. He plays on the Angels.
Right. Okay. Very, very important for the fact that that the Angels haven't been to a playoff series since, like you said, 2014.
Yeah,
So
about
I think it's
6
very
years.
So I think it's very, very important. That tells you that they need to get there this time because it's been a very, very long time.
Brandon?
Yeah, I agree. It's very important, especially for him, who, he's getting paid a lot of money. I would think, Trout would want to, since he's getting paid, I feel like he wants to, get his money's worth and actually get to the playoffs. And not just get to the playoffs, I think they have potential eventually to win a championship. Again, this is not basketball where that one player could get you to a championship. With baseball, you got everybody. I feel like the whole team's got to be kind of okay, like good, good. So it's been Trout. He hasn't had really that team that was able to get to the playoffs. I mean, that one year, what was that, 2014?
Yeah, 2014. I think they went like 97 and 65, and then they lost the Royals.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could get to the playoffs this year. Joe Maddon's their manager. He was one of my favorite managers of all time. He's probably one of the best around. But they added a couple of guys this year. I'm checking their roster now. Well, they got Otani, Pujols, who is retiring at the end of the season. Which it'd be great if, since this is his last year, get to the playoffs maybe and go far into the playoffs too. So this is important for Trout to get to the playoffs.
Oh, for sure. And I'm looking at their team. They still have Upton, so hopefully he gets back to where he performed a few years ago.
Not Rendon.
Lagares, Dexter Fowler. They brought in, not Flower. Jose Iglesias. They have Anthony Rendon for his second year. Kurt Suzuki they brought in. I like Max Stassi, their catcher. Pitching still like a question mark. You got Bundy, Haney, Quintana, Canning, Otani, Cobb, and then your closer is Iglesias. So their pitching rotation and their bullpen, it's still kind of a question mark.
Yeah, they got work to do. But they're almost there. I feel like they're almost there. They just got to make a couple of adjustments, and then they could be a playoff team.
And Kyle, how important is it for Mike Trout and the Angels to get back to the postseason this year?
Well, I think it's more important for Mike Trout than it is for the Angels, because Mike Trout, he signed an 800-year, 200,000 million bajillion dollar contract, to an Angels team that, been the past couple seasons has been dog water. And I think if the Angels don't do something soon, and if Mike Trout doesn't, if Mike Trout and the Angels don't do something soon, then I think that his talent is going to be worthless. Not his talent's going to be worthless. Like, his time in the league is going to be worthless.
Yeah. Like, you look at some players like
he's going to be. He will be one of those players that you say is one of those great players that never won a World Series.
Oh well, Mike Piazza's won. You could say.
No, I'm saying he's going to be in that list.
Oh yeah, he's going to be in that list, but you don't want him
I don't want him. I wanted him on the Yankees. I didn't want him to sign that contract extension. No way.
You want him to lift that trophy.
Exactly.
All right, so final question for the Major League Baseball conversation, and then we'll get into the NFL and Andrew's favorite sport, the NBA. Are the Houston Astros done now that Springer is gone, or do you guys think that they have a legitimate shot?
Can I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think they're done. They're done. They need to go through a rebuilding period after this. George Springer was one of your best hitters. Carlos Correa being another one, and Jose Altuve. But you can be good at banging trash cans, but there's that, but there's another one good at hitting the baseball. And George Springer, all power to him. I hope he has fun on his new team. But the Houston Astros have some work to do now that they have Carlos Correa, they have Jose Altuve. What's their pitching rotation like still?
It's honestly a mess.
Is it Verlander, Greinke, and whoever
Verlander,
else?
and who knows when he comes back.
Where is Greinke?
You have Verlander, you have Greinke, you have Valdez, you have Javier, McCullers, and Urgi.
Oh, wait. Did you say Valdez?
Yeah,
Framber Valdez. I like
so
Framber
they really
Valdez.
don't have a legit rotation to compete, and their bullpen ain't the same. I mean, they got Ryan Stanek, Austin Pruitt, a few Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, and what was his face left? He was an all-star for the Astros. Davinsky, he went to the Twins, didn't he?
I don't see him on here, so he probably did.
Chris Davinsky.
And you look at their team. You have Correa, you have Bregman, you have Altuve, you have Maldonado. But that center field spot, Miles Straw. Left field, you have Brantley. Right field, you have Kyle Tucker. All good players, but I don't think they could compete in the American League no more.
Nope.
Brandon, what do you think about the Astros?
I think they're going to be a surprise team to everybody. I think they're going to be in the playoffs again. I still think that. I mean, even though they lost Cole, even though they lost Springer, I still think even without those two guys, they could still be a powerhouse team.
See, I don't know. I think they're gonna be one of those bad teams.
And I still think McCullers. What about McCullers? Is he with the team still?
He's there, but
Yeah.
he was hurt, and he still has to recover. He hasn't been the same since.
And
Yeah, he had Tommy John.
when he's on his A game, he's deadly. Like he's unhittable. I
Oh yeah,
remember
for sure.
there was a game that the Yankees were hitting against him and were playing against him, and they didn't hit anything against him. He could be absolutely deadly with his pitches if he's on his game.
Was that game 7?
I don't remember what game it was, but there was some game. I think it was that year though, 2017, where they just couldn't hit McCullers.
Yeah.
But then he just got hit with injuries and stuff, and who knows what that will happen.
All right, so we have plenty to get to. I'm your host, Doug Serraro, alongside my co-host, Andrew Brem, Brandon Schwartz, and Kyle Esposito. Kyle, it's been a pleasure. Brandon, it's been a pleasure. Andrew, it's been a pleasure discussing Major League Baseball with you. Now we're going to discuss the National Football League right after this quick commercial break. All right, we are back on the Doug Serravo show. So, J.J. Watt is now going to the Arizona Cardinals. How important is this for him to go to a team that has a chance to go on a Super Bowl run? Andrew, let's start with you again.
All right, sure. I think it's a very big favor, but very good chance that the Arizona Cardinals will go to Super Bowl. I think making that trade was the best deal. And
Wait, what trade are we talking about?
I mean, not trade to get was
The signing.
the
The
signing.
signing.
The
Signing, right? I thought it was a trade for a second.
Was there a trade that happened?
No,
All right.
my bad. I didn't listen.
All good, man.
All right, all
But
good. Andrew.
anyways, that signing was good, and I think I could see the Arizona Cardinals going to a Super Bowl, possibly in the next year or two. But we'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
We don't know what the future holds. Who I'm hoping will go to the Super Bowl next year is the Buffalo Bills. That's who I'm hoping for because they were very close to making it to the Super Bowl. And before you go on, I did a poll on my Instagram asking people if the Buffalo Bills were going to win that game before the Super Bowl, and more people voted for the Bills than they did for Green Bay?
No, I thought the poll was Buffalo KC, or you did a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
match.
KC, that was it. Yeah, wasn't that the game before the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, the conference championship.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, I remember that poll. A lot of people picked Buffalo.
Yeah.
All right,
a lot of people did, and
Yeah.
they were very good team.
I think next year is their year. I think it's going to be Green Bay and Buffalo next year.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
All right, so
Dolphins are pretty good too.
Yeah, Dolphins are good.
I hope they go to a championship and a Super Bowl championship.
Well, you got to see how Tua performs if he stays healthy and he is consistent because he had a little bit ups and downs last year.
The thing I want to see is the New York Jets and Giants go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
even though I'm not a fan of them.
And
But it sucks being a New York fan if it sucks being in the New York area for football. But for basketball, though, they're a good team.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so
It's not teams.
Teams.
The Knicks are good now.
and now the Nets,
come on,
too.
Brandon. Let's not go there.
The Brooklyn Nets are good too, buddy. Even
Yeah, they
better
are.
than them.
Yeah,
Even
they
better.
Let's not go there with the Knicks.
Yeah. But Florida, the teams are the best, though. I wish I were in Florida.
The Knicks are in one of the worst conferences in the league. 18-7, and then the 5th team they're 16-7. Then the 6th team is like 16-17, 14-17.
Let's
Knicks
see who's
ain't
the
good.
worst team. Detroit Pistons, right? Let's see what their record
Yeah.
is.
Brandon,
They
you
are
really think they're
terrible.
good again?
Yes. This is
Oh, come on.
Detroit Pistons are 9-25.
this is the first time the Knicks had. This is the best start the Knicks have had since. Well,
All right, good
Good
for
stuff.
them, but in the Western Conference they wouldn't make it.
I don't know about that. I mean, There are a lot. I mean, well, I will admit they wouldn't be able to beat the Clippers, the Lakers, and the Utah Jazz, but I think we could. We've beaten the Mavericks. We've beaten the Kings. We've beaten the Pelicans here and there. But yeah, it would be tougher. It would be tougher, but in reality, I think these are. I think the East is not as bad as people think. I think there are competitive teams, and Brooklyn got better, Miami got better. You know,
Wait,
I,
Miami's fifth now. They were like 13th in the beginning of the
Yeah, but
Toronto?
look
season.
at their record.
it's
Under
still
500.
which team?
If you look at 5th to like 9, a lot of the teams are like one game under 500.
Oh,
Two
they're all
games.
I know three of those teams right now are tied in records.
Yeah.
So if a team loses tomorrow, they could fall right under eighth. They could fall right to the 10th. They could fall right to like the 10th seed again.
Yeah,
Um,
hello.
yeah, but I got to admit, the New York Knicks schedule is brutal in the second half of the season. It's going to be brutal. A lot of tough games. The Sixers, the Nets, the Bucks. A lot of tough games coming in that.
I wonder how the Hawks are going to do now since they got a new coach.
I think they're going to be good. I really do. I think they have really good potential. The Atlanta Hawks.
Like the
Nate
thing with
McMillan was good with the Pacers.
the thing with the Knicks is they have the pieces in place, but I just don't think they're there yet.
Yeah, I give it another 2 years, I would assume. 2 years, Doug.
Yeah, give it a few years. Hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah, remember that? Remember that video you showed me at Squartino's, Doug?
I don't know, but let's stay on topic, Andrew.
All right, fine. I will talk about it after with random stuff. Chat.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after. I have no idea what you're even talking about.
The pulling the hair.
Yeah,
Oh,
I remember
God.
that one. Rest in peace.
Well, she actually died.
Yeah, but I think it was because
Sports, people,
of
sports.
yeah, Andrew, why do you always drive me off the stories?
This part of the show always cracks me up when Andrew talks about like politics or something like that.
Like I have a whole script trying to talk about free agency, and Andrew brings up some like irrelevant story.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. It's great.
Like it's my show.
Yeah, that's true. Well, luckily I haven't brought any politics up. Thank
That's
God.
okay.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so I tried asking a question before, but I didn't even get a chance. So, Brandon, because Brandon and Kyle, I'm going to talk to right now. So we talked about legacies, right? We talked about legacies. So, how important though is it for a J.J. Watt's Hall of Fame career to go to a team that now has a chance to win a Super Bowl? How important is that for him?
Randy, you wanna go?
Okay. Well, I think it's very important. I think Watt is a really good. I think he's a really good player, and I think he's just going to get better now, especially with this young Arizona Cardinals team with a young Kyler Murray, who could, in my opinion, be probably one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the next couple of years. I mean, he's going to be that good. I mean, you saw in those games, especially the one against Buffalo. Which my father will never forget. That is a game that, first of all, the Bills should have won that game. But the Cardinals threw a long pass. It was a long Hail Mary pass. And I don't know. I forgot who caught the ball. I didn't see who caught the ball, but that was an amazing play by the Cardinals. So credit to them for that.
Oh, that was the Hail Mary, right?
The Hail Mary, yeah.
Hail Murray.
Hail Murray.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
All right, so Kyle, what are your thoughts on J.J. Watt?
Well, Doug, I've talked to you about how I'm not really a big proponent on defense wins championships, but with J.J. Watt going to the Arizona Cardinals, that kind of changes my mind a little bit, because if you look back since 2012, there's 2 players that have had the most amount of sacks with active players, and those 2 players are Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt. They've had the most amount of sacks since 2012. That defense is scary. Plus, Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. Are you kidding me? They're a threat to the Buccaneers going to make a repeat.
I think so too, but I still think Green Bay has to come out on top next year. So we have a.
I think if the Cardinals were going to go to the Super Bowl, I think it should be he said that how they should be able to make it within the next couple of years or so. I think they should in 2022. I think that should be 2022 of yeah. In the next couple of years, the Cardinals are hosting the State Farm Arena in Glendale, Arizona. They'll be hosting the Super Bowl. So wouldn't it be kind of cool if the Cardinals could get to the Super Bowl the year that they have their arena? You
That
know,
would be awesome.
It's possible.
Cool.
kind of like
That's just-
the Buccaneers did.
That's the second time they hosted it.
Yeah,
no,
I
2014.
2025, guys.
2014 was 6 years ago, so that's not a long time. Actually, that's not pretty.
I feel like it's gonna happen in 2025.
what's
2025.
gonna happen? Oh yeah.
The Super Bowl, Arizona. The Super Bowl.
All right, so let's stick to the script, Andrew.
Yeah,
Yes,
no, we
Andrew.
are. We were just talking about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing you, Andrew. So we got a lot of free agents out there that can make an impact on a new club. Dak Prescott, Von Miller, AJ Green. You have Bud Dupree, Melvin Ingram. Is there a guy that sticks out to you and be like, hey, I have to go out and sign that guy?
Oh, what are we? I'm sorry, Doug. What were you saying?
There are a lot of free agents out there that can make an impact on a team. Like, I think AJ Green would be a good fit with the New York Giants. I think he could be a good fit in Green Bay. So if you were a GM, is there a guy that sticks out to you?
Allen Robinson.
Allen Robertson?
Yeah, I think arguably he's the best wide receiver in free agency right now. And if you had to ask me where he would go, it'd probably be the big Green Bay Packers, and that's how you'll get your Green Bay Packers Super Bowl.
That's a good move, actually. I never thought about that.
Which guy again? Who
Allen Robinson, I think he's with Jacksonville.
No, he was with Chicago.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
He played with Jacksonville, I know.
Did he?
Yeah. He probably either got traded to Chicago or left as a free agent.
Oh, I just know him as a Bear.
All right, so quarterbacks, there's a lot. Mitchell Trubisky's one. No, they extended him, I believe. So what about Ryan Fitzpatrick? Do you think he could go to a team like the New England Patriots?
I think it makes sense. For the time being until they find their actual quarterback, who I think they will find in the draft.
Because what was that?
What's that?
What was that?
Not me.
It wasn't me. It
What the
was
hell was that?
I don't know, but it happened when you were talking, Kyle.
Is there an alien inside me? Hello?
So
What the heck was that? I heard that too. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So back to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Do we think he could be the quarterback in New England next year? Because I truly think that's where he's going to go.
Yes.
All right, Andrew, since you're highly intelligent when it comes to sports, who do you see being quarterback of the New England Patriots next
Oh, I
year?
can't wait for this.
I can't wait either. Let's hear it, Andrew.
Nah, Sam Darnold. No, I'm joking.
Not a bad pick. That's not crazy.
Yeah, that's not crazy. It could happen. They could
Yeah, that's
release
true.
him, or they could even trade him there.
Yeah, who's the guy from Buffalo?
Josh Allen?
Yeah, Josh Allen could be a good one too.
No, a realistic answer, not Josh Allen. Josh Allen's going to be in Buffalo for maybe his whole career.
Tom Brady.
Maybe when he's 50, he'll go back.
Yeah, he'll probably go back.
Oh, are we not forgetting Jameis Winston?
I think he's... Well, I saw a video of Drew Brees working out, so I don't think Brees is going to retire.
Yeah, so
Drew
we'll go
Brees will probably
Brees
be there
then.
for another year. Jameis Winston, I thought the dark horse pick for the Colts to be the Colts new quarterback would be Jameis Winston. But I think Jameis Winston can do good in New England.
Yo, what's that in the background? A cat?
Yeah, I have a cat.
Where?
He just walked by.
I don't know,
I saw him.
That
I didn't even see it.
what
There
the
he
hell?
is.
The hell are you doing?
Meow.
I like dogs better.
I bet you like the Cincinnati Bengals.
I like dogs better. My favorite dog's got to be a beagle.
Yeah.
I had a beagle. They're cute.
So
Yeah,
speaking
Geeky
of the
has a beagle.
Bengals, actually, Joe Burrow, he got his injury, out for the year. How important is it for them to keep him safe and build around Joe Burrow, whether it's a running back, a receiver, or an O line?
Well, I think they need to get their priorities straight first. They can't even afford a state of the art facility for their own players. Because every that I can't speak. Someone else speak. I can't.
I think
Cincinnati Bengals suck. Their organization stinks. Don't even get me started.
I think John just brought up a good guy, Alex Smith,
Yes.
who just parted ways with the football team. That's actually not a bad idea. I didn't even think of him, Alex Smith, as
He
a.
would be a good fit in New England, actually. Now that John brings that up, that would be a good move.
That's actually not a bad idea. That's actually a very good idea.
Andrew, what do you think about Alex Smith? Comeback player of the year, played for the football team.
Great player, overall player, best player out there.
I mean,
VIP.
the guy has gone through a lot of injuries. I mean,
He has.
you got
He's on VIP. That's why I consider it as VIP.
The dude
in my
at one
leagues.
point, if he wanted to, could take his leg and look right through it.
Oh
shit.
yeah, I mean he had.
He almost died.
Yeah, he almost.
Damn
died. Yeah.
shit. Oh, sorry. Whoops.
What are you eating, Kyle?
Swedish fish.
Swedish fish,
Her.
not sponsored by the Doug Travel Show.
You know what's sponsored by the Doug Serrano show?
What?
What?
The commercials.
Andrew? Oh yeah, the
Commercials he makes. Yeah.
So I want to talk to Brandon about this because Colt McCoy's a free agent. Who do you think the Giants bring in for Daniel Jones? Would it be a veteran like Ryan Fitzpatrick, Andy Dalton, Joe Flacco? Or do you see them maybe bring in someone who is young like Jacoby Brissett to compete for the job?
Well, I think that what the Giants want to do is they want to go young. I think they want to stay in that rebuilding mode, and I think they have a good offensive line that they're building around. So I don't know if they should get one of these veteran quarterbacks. I think you should either stay. I think McCoy could be a good quarterback for the Giants. You know, he showed us that he could bring something to the team. In those couple of games last season, he had a couple of good games. I wouldn't go after like Flacco or these other Dalton. I think it's best to stay young and rebuild. Go try to maybe get if you have a draft pick. Go try and get a quarterback in the draft. But I still think they're working with Daniel Jones. I think they still think he's got a lot to compete for. I still think there's a lot he could do, with his team. We just got to give him time. I think we got to give him a couple, 2 to 3 more years to see what he's got.
So what are the odds Russell Wilson gets traded? Because there's a lot of talk where he's unhappy. And now J.J. Watt is going to face him 2 times a year, so that's not a good idea.
I don't think Russell Wilson would get traded this season. I think he definitely gets traded next season. I don't know what his contract situation is like, but
I think there's like 3 years left or something. I know he signed like a 4-year deal.
yeah, definitely not this season.
I totally agree.
Now, what team do we think he's going to be on?
I don't know. Maybe the Patriots?
Brandon?
I don't think the Patriots would be a bad idea. Or maybe what about the Jets? Do you think about going to the Jets? Maybe.
Yeah, the Jets are horrible. They need a good guy on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when would you trade for him? Because you have a good draft pick this year that you could trade.
Well, that's the thing. You have the assets to trade for. You should just if you're going to have to give up you're going to have to. They're going to want if you give up a guy like Russell Wilson, who's been the face of the franchise for that team for a while. They're going to want a top pick on the on this roster. They're going to want a top draft pick.
So sticking with the Jets, because the producer James wrote it down on the notes about, will the Jets take a receiver at number 2? So do you see the Jets keeping Sam Darnold And maybe going after Devontae Smith.
I think they're going to keep him for the fact that he is a good quarterback. You know, he hasn't done the best job because keep in mind he's a young guy. He's 23 years old. You know, he's still a young player. Still needs to develop. Needs time to learn the game. But eventually, I think he'll be better as the future goes along.
So do they go after a wide receiver and get Devonta Smith, who would be a great receiver in the NFL, and can help Sam? Because Sam doesn't really have anyone besides Jamison Crowder. I really don't know, Kyle. Who else do they have at receiver?
They have Bashad Perriman. They have this fast little white dude named Braxton Berrios. I love him. They got tight end Ryan Griffin. They got running backs Ty Johnson, and there's this other guy. I forgot his name. P. Ryan, Samaje P. Ryan or something. I don't know. Or LaMichael P. Ryan. There's two different P. Ryans. We have one of the P. Ryans. Yeah, when it comes to weapons, no, they weren't able to fill into position that Robbie Anderson held. I think Robbie Anderson is one of those underrated wide receivers that the Jets had that we gave away to Carolina, and I didn't like that, but it's whatever. We gotta move on from it. But I definitely do think that they keep Darnold because with the right coaching, Darnold can be a threat. You can see at the end of the Jets season when he beat the Browns, and I forgot the other team that he beat and almost beat the Raiders until.
Wait, they beat the Seahawks, right?
Did they beat the Seahawks?
Or was that the Rams?
They beat the Rams, the Jets.
They beat the Rams.
The Rams.
So
I knew they beat one of the top teams. I wasn't sure what one.
I think Devontae Smith, that's a must. Unless they get rid of Darnold for Deshaun Watson. And, in that deal that has to do with one of those first-round picks. If that happens, close to around draft time.
All right, so we have plenty more to get to. We're going to discuss the National Basketball Association, some NHL talk right after this commercial break. And you can tell how Andrew is so happy with his little golf clap. You excited, Andrew?
Yeah.
Andrew's the comedian of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
All right, we'll be right back out of this commercial break. Brandon Schwartz, Kyle Esposito, Andrew Brem. I'm Doug Sharabo. Think big, everyone. Think big.
Yeah.
Think big.
Growing up, I wanted to be in the NHL. I wanted to be just like my idol, Martin Brodeur. In life, sometimes you win some, but sometimes you will lose some. Being successful isn't about chasing a paycheck. Being successful is about chasing your passion and building a foundation to where you want to be. You only live once, so you might as well do what you love. Think big. Don't just settle. People are going to hate, doubt, and tell you that you can't. But if you put your mind to something, nothing is impossible. Think big.
I'm going to work with Stratford Rec to see what can we do about it, because I can pitch in money to start with, because we need that. Look at that. It's like, sad. The pup is crying. We need to do something.
And when she gets elected, she will do a lot of great work for this town. Things that haven't been done before. She's highly respected, highly intelligent, and I'm looking forward to hearing on election day that she is your newest representative, but most importantly, your voice.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Andrew, what were you doing in
Was that
commercial
a new
break?
commercial you made?
Which one?
The first one.
Yeah, no, I made that a few years ago during the pandemic. No, I made
Oh,
that during
wow.
the pandemic,
That was
and I
great.
figured we'd post something new. Yeah, it's a good motivational video.
There you go.
All right, so Andrew, what were you doing during commercial break?
Having a sip of water.
Oh, all right, it looked a little weird.
Yeah, no, I just having a drink of water.
The way you got like up, like something was going on.
I was drinking
All
water.
right, so I want to discuss the National Basketball Association now, so Andrew doesn't feel left out on the show.
Oh, jeez.
So during this past off season, the Brooklyn Nets they signed Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving,
Mhm.
Steve Nash was their coach. They brought back Iman Shumpert.
Mhm.
Where do the Nets finish this season? And I want to start with Kyle Esposito and how he
You're not
feels
starting
about
with
this.
me.
Oh, well.
He's wearing the jersey. He's already prepared.
That's true. Yeah, and I'm trying to order the blue one. I'm gonna probably order that later.
Oh,
in
the
week.
throwback one?
Yeah, the one they're
Yeah.
using now in the season.
Oh, no, that's a nice one.
Yeah,
All right, so
you could get it. They cost like $100, but you could find them for a good price online, and they're
Yeah.
real, and they're the real ones, not the fake ones. Because I'll tell you about the real ones later. But yeah,
All
there's a
right.
difference.
all right, like I said, this is my show, Andrew.
Yeah.
So, Kyle, where
Yes.
do you see the Nets finishing this year?
I do see them finishing number one, but it's going to be tough just because of Philadelphia. Philadelphia, coached by Doc Rivers, it's a team to be, not to be, nonchalant about. You gotta worry about the Philadelphia 76ers. The Bucks just don't have it anymore, man. It's not the Bucks that
Yeah,
we
that's
knew.
what I said a few shows ago. I don't think the Bucks. I think their window closed.
Yeah, I think they just need to. I think Giannis just needs to go somewhere else, man.
Yeah, but he just signed a
He
5-year
should have.
contract.
I know
so
he
I
should
don't
have. He
think-
should have. He should have went somewhere else, man. It like Miami could have used him. Could
Oh,
have
yeah, for
really
sure.
used him.
Use who?
Giannis.
Giannis Nah, not Cespedes. Whoops.
Yoenis
Wait, what?
Cespedes.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Oh boy.
Andrew, come on, man.
All right.
I feel bad for. I actually feel. I hate that. I hate that Andrew brought it up, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Where the hell is Yoenis Cespedes?
Yeah, where did he go?
Remember when he hit that home run last year and then he left?
disappeared?
Yeah, he opted out.
He really said, all right, pay. All right, that's about as much as I'm gonna do. All right, see you guys.
Exactly. That's
He really went home.
Yeah.
He's
I don't know how
second
to
home.
pronounce his name. And he's your age, Doug.
Cespedes?
No, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis anti Cuomo. Antetokounmpo.
Brandon, Andrew slipped into Cuomo.
Oh yeah.
He brought Cuomo up.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I thought he was like 28.
No, he's 26.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't think he was that young.
I didn't
He's
think
Doug's
so either.
age. He's Doug's age.
Say, Brandon, this is the part of the show where Andrew starts talking about 10 years out of high school. I'm almost 30.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Not tonight.
I like Brooklyn. Brooklyn's a good team. There, we're back on track.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways,
back on track.
yeah. Let me talk about my perspective.
All right,
So-
let's hear your perspective.
So Brooklyn Nets, they're a very good team. They've been doing very, very well, second in the league. Making all those drafts and signings with Kyrie, Kevin, James Harden. I think it was a great deal. I'm just hoping that they could make it to the championship and knock Philly off. But at the same time, though, if Philly wins, I'll be happy for them too because they were terrible a few years ago too as well. And I'll be happy to see a local team in this area go to the championship.
Yeah?
Yes.
See, I could care less who wins. As long as it's not the Lakers again.
Yeah.
What do you have against the Lakers?
Because they got LeBron James.
I don't
Yeah.
think they're going to win it again. I think your Nets are going to win it. I really do.
Yeah, no, they're slipping the Lakers this year. They're still good, but they're not like as good as last year.
Well, they lost a couple of guys: Dwight Howard, Avery Bradley, and that sounds about it.
They just waived Quinn Cook,
right.
JaVale.
Now they're looking to get rid of Horton Tucker, I think, at the end of the season.
Oh, they'd be idiots if they do.
I mean, he's a good player, Horton Tucker.
Yeah, he has a lot of potential. He looks like a 40-year-old man, but he's like 21.
And he's our age.
Yeah.
Shit. Dude, some of these players in the NBA, like I looked at like some guys on the Miami Heat. There was one guy that was 21 and he looked like he was about 26. And then LaMelo Ball, he's 19 and he looks like he's about 23.
LaMelo Ball is going to be... He's better than Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
I agree.
LaMelo Ball, I mean, he's 19 and he's in the NBA. He's not even 20 yet, and he's in the NBA. And he's
going to be good for a long time, LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
I might get his jersey.
Yeah, you should. Get the real one.
I would.
Make sure it's the real one, Doug.
How do you know?
Because they have ones that are fake. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow and I'll tell you which ones are the real, which ones are the fake.
Kyle, which one's that?
No, actually, hold on. Let me have Andrew analyze this jersey. Andrew,
turn around.
Let me model this for you. Is this fake? Oh shit! I can't turn around.
Does it even fit? Kyle, does it even fit you?
I think that's.
Well,
I'm not sure. I can't tell. I think that's a little.
Barely.
I think that might be fake because you have to have the lettering all around the jersey.
Is it fake?
I think so. It looked like it was fake.
I got it at a freaking what's that sports store in malls?
Champs.
I got it at Champs.
Game Day Sports.
I think I got it at Champs.
Yeah, well, I think that's real. Then it might be real. If they pay like $100, if it's $100, it's probably real.
I was gonna say if I paid $100 for something fake, damn.
Yeah.
I'd cry.
No, because normally the real ones are like $100-something.
So, we have a quick announcement to make.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do a new show, Kyle. It's called Saravo's Food Review.
Oh boy.
So if we ever go out to dinner, like me, we'll do it. Andrew wants to do it when he's on spring break.
Next week I'm on spring break.
All right, so we'll go out to eat somewhere.
Maybe Cafe Luna. I went there yesterday. It was great.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful in there. Like it's very luxurious. It's so clean and fresh, modern. The seats are cozy. Let me explain it. Hold on. The seats are cozy. The seats are cozy. The food is great. And my favorite thing
about interrupted me like that.
And my favorite thing of that meal yesterday was the gelato. I give the gelato 10 out of 10.
All right, so let's go
gelato.
there. Let's go there then, Andrew.
Yeah, we'll do it next Monday.
What time?
I don't know, 8:00. Want to go?
Well, we got the show at 9.
Yeah, we could do that as the show. I don't know.
No, we'll go for like lunch.
Yeah,
to be determined.
All right,
I'd rather go
Monday
for lunch.
Monday during lunch. Okay.
I'd rather go for lunch for that.
Yeah. All right. Monday for lunch.
Like at night, I'd rather go to like a bar. I'm not gonna go to like.
Where do you go? Monkey Bar?
Yeah, Monkey Bar's the place.
Not me. For me, it's not. It's Johnny Mac's.
That's Johnny Mac's.
Yeah, it's a place in Asbury. It's like a bar. It's like a place to hang out and stuff there.
Yeah, it's all young people like us there, Kyle. Like
I was just thinking the other day, what's a good place around here that's like a good like club for people our age?
Yeah, go there if you want. Go there with us on Saturday, maybe if you want. Or
Kyle works.
I work all day.
Sucks. Oh, that sucks. Maybe you got to take off
Kyle,
the weekend.
You're working tomorrow.
Yeah, I so want to say something to you right now, but I can't over these airwaves.
Just let me know if the vacuum's clogged.
What? Oh yeah,
Luigi worked today.
I forgot who's working today.
That's like I've been there for 5 years. That's like the fourth vacuum we've been through.
I want to hit him with the vacuum.
Yeah, who do you want to hit with the
Luigi, because it keeps clogging the goddamn thing.
Oh yeah. How's Nick? Nick?
He
The
hasn't been around.
manager?
Yeah.
He hasn't been around.
No, you haven't seen him.
No.
No, that's cool. Yeah, remember Doug? Remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We remember.
Yeah.
Those were those were the golden years. You know, when we had to deal with his crap.
Oh yeah. Remember when Nick said, "Oh, you're late all the time, Doug."
Yeah, he always yelled.
Yeah. Luckily, Brandon and I never dealt with Nick. We never had to deal with anybody Scortinos.
Oh yeah. Lucky you guys.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you guys didn't have to go through his crap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I met him once, and he said he said hello to me. I guess he was being generous, but
Yeah.
luckily I never went through his.
All right, so I was
Is this
actually
the guy you had a whole political? Is this the guy who we had a political conversation with that one night?
No, that's not him. It's another
No.
guy.
Oh,
He's a jerk.
all right. So I was trying to ask Kyle a question about basketball, but I totally forgot because Andrew had like this whole his own script for the show.
Oh boy.
So usually when James Harden plays, there's not really that much of a defensive game. Or in a 7-game series, Kyle, would you be worried about that?
I definitely would. I wouldn't say that, one player defines a team. It takes all of them. It takes every single person on that court. And right now, Kyrie and KD are suffering injuries right now. KD with the hamstring and Kyrie with the shoulder. So right now things are looking a little bleak. If if we want to talk about playoff concerns. But with James Harden, his defense, we've been talking about his lack of defense for years. And so it's nothing new. So, but when it comes to a championship on this Nets team, you definitely need to step that up.
Yes, you do.
All right, so Andrew, give me your thoughts on the health of your two most important players. How important is it for them to stay healthy on a consistent basis, especially when you have the postseason that's gonna be around in a few weeks?
What, basketball, right?
Yeah, it's gonna start in like early May or something.
Yeah, I think it's very, very important because for the fact that the Brooklyn Nets are doing very well right now, and
Because if they don't stay healthy, it's going to be hard to go on a run, especially for a 7-game series.
Yeah, no, I think it's very, very important for the fact that this is a team that has rebuilded and has showed momentum throughout this entire season. So I think it's very important for the players, especially the aces, to be as healthy as possible.
Did you just call them the Aces?
Yeah, the good players. But anyways, the good players on the team. So I think you got to make sure the team is healthy as much as possible, so that they could possibly get to the playoffs and then get to the championship.
So, Brandon, remember that conversation you and I had about Craig Carton?
oh, that. Yes, last week, right?
So I recorded that part, right?
All right.
I recorded it and I sent it to Craig.
Yeah, did he respond?
He didn't respond, but he liked it.
He liked it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, it got 145 views on Twitter. I was like, talked about my favorite Craig Carton live Carton Roberts moment on my podcast tonight. Love you, Craigie. Happy you got a second chance, and I hope more people appreciate you and respect you in a world where we cancel those who make mistakes. Yeah, he liked it.
That's great.
Wow.
Don't you love when celebrities interact with like people? This is
Yeah,
like
that's cool.
acknowledge stuff like that.
Yeah, that guy from the Attilis Gym knows Frankie Edgar on a personal level, by the way. Like, he
I
actually
have,
knows him personally, which is cool. Which
I
is
have
pretty
no idea
cool.
who Frankie is.
Frankie Edgar from the
Frank-
UFC.
Yeah,
I
he's
met
an
him.
MMA fighter.
I think I
Well,
met him last year at the at this. It was him, Todd Frazier, and Mark Bavaro of New York Giants.
Yeah.
They were all meeting. They were all taking pictures with people in this dealership. So he was there. Frankie Edgar was there, and Todd Frazier was there. So
Yeah.
he's
I met a celebrity once at a Broadway show. I forgot his name, but he was a Mexican actor. He was sitting in front of my mom, my aunt, my cousin, and I. And my mom told me he was famous, and I'm like, really? Crazy.
You know what you could do if you really want like a celebrity to interact with you? You got to get a cameo. You get a cameo on the Cameo website,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah,
just
but you gotta pay a lot of money for that.
Yeah, you gotta pay money for that.
some of them are like $50, some of them are like $25. So if you like, not some are like like LeBron James isn't on there and stuff, but like Keith Hernandez is on
I
there.
should find a way to get on there, make
You
money.
should, you should try and get somebody to advertise the show.
Yeah, you can do that. But I'm just saying, like, we're kind of celebrities. We should get on there and do cameos for people.
Yeah.
Imagine.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I wonder if
Alright.
Ian Smith could get a ticket into a UFC fight now for free
Maybe,
because of
but
Frankie Edgar.
we gotta take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we'll have our final thoughts segment and just talk whatever we want to talk about. We'll be right back.
Where the Monroe Falcons are playing the St. Joseph of McCutcheon Falcons.
Past that game's history, we have a state's championship on our mind now.
The ranch, the buffalo.
It all works together very nicely.
Welcome to Falcons Insider. On today's episode, we're doing a lot of great work. You know, this is work that people said couldn't have been done before. A lot of money doing something you love.
Re-elected team reporter.
Go, Doug, go.
What is for you? 54 points in 18 games.
But definitely, I mean, when I said that we're going to win GMCs, I think that's another one that I remember. Yeah.
Go down in history. You just said it with so much confidence.
So we're back on the Doug Serafo show, and
You hear what I said?
yeah, you're like, go, Doug, go. I heard you throughout the commercial.
You did?
Yeah. H, what are you doing?
Playing with a fake chain I have.
Oh, it looked like you were like twirling your finger, like.
No. Look, see, it's fake. I'm gonna get rid of it. So
Let's see you break it.
no, I'm not breaking it. I'm gonna give it to somebody.
You're gonna give him a fake chain?
Yeah, the guy said I'll take it.
Talk about a ripoff.
Yeah, well, I got a real one now.
Oh, you got a real one?
Yeah, a real Franco silver chain.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to get a long one. I'm gonna get a 26-inch chain. I have a 24, and now I'm gonna get the 26, and then I'll look good. And then I need one of those Cuban link bracelets that a lot of guys wear. So then I'll look cool.
What bracelets?
Cuban link.
Cuban link.
Yeah, they have Cuban link men's bracelets, and then you'll see.
Cuban link. I don't. Oh.
Yeah.
Like
Alright,
a
so-
fat chain.
I want to go back to this.
Hmm.
So apparently, well, there's a lot of rumors going around about me,
Mhm.
and it's someone on this show was actually talking a lot of shit about me.
Yeah, who was it?
It was you, Andrew.
I gotta hear this.
Can you please explain
I was nervous for a second. I thought I said something to that. I didn't say anything.
why? Well, maybe it's medicine.
Wait, what happened? Is this true?
Yeah, it's true. Apparently, I look like the Lorax.
Oh!
I mean, he's not wrong.
Where do you see it?
Your mustache, your beard, Doug.
Yeah, no, you look nothing like. To me, you look nothing like the Lorex.
I don't know. I see it 100%.
Yeah, no, I see it.
I agree with Andrew.
Yeah, no, you
How?
do look like the Lorax. Because you have a thick mustache and beard like he does, Doug. And you got this coloring of your beard and mustache is very similar to his.
I'm not orange.
No, but his hair, I'm talking about. I'm talking about his mustache.
It has a familiar shade.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my beard is like gingery.
But you know what's funny? Like out of all the people that you could compare him to, that's who you compare him to is the Lorex.
Yeah. No, another guy I compare him to is Obadiah Stane from Iron Man.
Who?
He kind
What's
of
his
looks
name?
like Obadiah Stane from Iron Man. He's the guy who played Ironmonger.
Obadiah Toppin?
Obadiah.
Obadiah.
Are we even speaking English right now?
I have no
Obadiah
idea.
Stane.
Obadiah.
Obadiah Stane.
Obadiah.
Yeah, Obadiah Stane.
Oh, the
Okay.
Iron Mogner?
Yeah. Yeah,
Who?
like when Doug wears his suit. Yeah, he looks like that. He kind of looks like him, Doug, when he wears his suit and he doesn't have his hat on. Doug, that's what he looks like, Doug.
What movie is he in?
Iron Man.
Obadiah.
Oh, you're just talking about the way he wears his suits.
Yeah, the suit, and then
Oh, I could see that.
yeah, and then I can see myself as Iron Man. That's who I see myself as, Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're Ironmonger. You know,
So Andrew, what happened to you like 10 years ago?
8 years ago,
All right, 8 years ago.
I had very long hair, and I didn't take care of it, and I refused to clip it off. And I look like a homeless foreign kid.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Yes, I do.
No, you afforded the McDonald's though.
What?
You afforded your McDonald's though.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were able to afford McDonald's.
yeah, that's true. But eventually, 3 months, I think it was like 3 months after that, I cut my hair because my uncle got married.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one who had the baby 3 years
Who?
ago. Uncle Matthew. That's the one that's Teddy's dad.
Where did you guys go? Oh, he cut. I thought James is the barber.
No, I went to the salon my mom goes to, but I don't go there no more.
Where's that?
In Spotswood.
Oh, I know which one you go to, Andrew. Is that the one Ralph's?
No, Domani. Ralph's is a barber shop.
Oh, what is this? What is this place you go to?
The place I used to go to was called Domani Hair Salon.
Oh,
Giovanni?
Domani.
Domon. So like the Dough Father?
No, it's in Spotswood.
No, but how is it pronounced?
Domani.
Yeah, but is it like the,
Domani.
Domani? All right, I thought it was like the Dough Father.
No. I used to go there, and also I used to go to Scortino's barber shop as well, right in town.
He moved.
Yeah, he's now in that little house where the dentist used to be. And that place sucks. No offense.
Yeah.
Because that guy keeps messing up everyone's haircut. Or at least
Damn.
mine. So I
Why
stopped going to that guy.
Why do you do a lot of trash talking, Andrew?
Because I got to.
Because he has to. He has
Yeah.
to put people in their place.
Yeah, because I'm a king. That's why.
You're a king?
Kingbrim.
Uh-huh.
Where are
All
you
right.
a king of?
I'm the king of Monroe compared to
Oh, yeah?
everyone else.
So
'Cause everyone
Kyle,
else in Monroe sucks, by the way.
what happened?
Cheeseburgers and a lot of trips to McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I like how I'm built like a Roblox character.
Yeah, like you're just standing there, like still.
Oh God, that was prom. That was junior prom. Wow.
So, what?
Where did you wait? Hold on. Where did you get that picture?
On your Facebook?
Oh my God, I have not used that Facebook in years.
I'm thinking about deleting my Facebook because Facebook is going downhill. And I feel like I need to be more on Instagram than anything. I mean, I'm on Instagram all the time, but I feel like I gotta have more of an identity.
I mean, I was gonna stay on Facebook just for the sheer fact of Farmville, but they don't have Farmville no more, so no more.
I don't
Facebook
think they
for
have
me.
any. I don't think they have any games anymore. I think.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know, but I
God.
don't play any games anyways on.
I
there.
remember back in middle school, that used to be the thing. Like
Yeah.
every single one of
Wait,
my friends had a
that
Facebook.
farm game, right?
Yeah, Farmville.
And I
What's it
remember.
called?
Yo,
Farmville.
What was the other game on Facebook?
There's a lot of good games on Facebook. Jurassic
like a-
Park Builder.
It was like a big hit. So
Good.
let's talk about fishing.
Fishing.
oh God. But let's see.
Who's a
Fishing.
big who loves to fish?
Not me.
Me.
I
You
know
like to-
somebody who does, who's a really big fisher.
All right, so
Your
Kyle,
father.
give me your thoughts on fishing.
I think fishing is a good summer. I wouldn't say it's a sport, but I think it's just like a fun activity.
What do you
You
think
know?
like about it?
Yeah, you catch seaweed.
There you go. It makes
Oh my- Do you see my face? I'm like so confused. Like, is that an alien on my line, or is that? Oh my god!
Look how skinny you look.
Look how ugly I look.
Here, show the picture of you and me at the beach that one last summer, Doug.
I don't have
Literally-
it.
Literally
But,
built like a square.
Oh, here's another game.
Candy Crush.
Yo,
They
Andrew,
still make Candy Crush levels.
when I was in high school, Temple Run was like a big game
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it was, and
Temple
that was
Run.
too.
on the iPad.
I still would play Temple Run.
Oh yeah, I got it on my phone, so I don't mind.
I think what was that called? It was like a maze. Here, let me look it up.
Oh, the maze
Maze?
game.
No, it was something else. Maze. Let me look it up. Hold on.
I remember playing Subway Surfers.
The maze game. I know what you're talking about.
It's like a blocks.
Fruit Ninja.
Here, I'll look it up. Block game.
The maze game.
Flappy Bird.
Flappy?
Flappy Bird.
Yo, you know what's a good song?
What?
Come on, Eileen.
That is a really good song.
Let me look up the game. I could probably find it.
Flappy Bird?
Flappy Bird. Do you not remember Flappy Bird?
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was where he had to jump over those pipes, Mario pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to get in between those. Why they banned that? Did they ban that app? Does anyone remember that with Flappy Bird? No, I'm the only one. Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, can we talk about how good the Mets are going to be this year?
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
we
gonna
should
be
talk
good.
about. We should
What-
talk about. Let's see, places we like to go. Like, have you guys ever been out of the United States before? Like, name a country.
Yeah, Bermuda.
What about
I've
you,
been-
Kyle?
I have not been outside the country.
I've been out. I've been to Ecuador.
Kyle's not allowed to leave his house.
I am not allowed to leave.
Yeah, I've been to Ecuador. I've been to Canada, and I've been to Spain. What about you,
Interesting.
Brandon?
Alaska. No, not Alaska. Is Italy, Greece, England, and the Caribbean, and Mexico.
Oh, okay, so 5 countries. And
Well,
I've been
now-
to 3.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess the Caribbean is considered one country. I guess.
I guess, yeah. But anyways, Spain's a lot like Italy, by the way. Very, very
It is.
similar. Like
I
very
love
ancient,
It was great.
very ancient type of culture in Spain. They're all about kings and queens. They have a prime minister, all that. They have a lot of palm trees, and then the food they eat's very similar. They eat a lot of seafood there. I remember when I was at my cousin's wedding. I remember as a cocktail, I had some tentacles. I had tentacles.
Oh, yeah, tentacle. I thought you said testicles for a second.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
I had tentacles, so I had tentacles though. So they were good.
Andrew,
though.
do you ever eat like chicken feet?
Chicken feet. I never heard of that.
Ew.
Roberto had it one time at work.
Ew. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
he's a weirdo.
It was good. It wasn't too bad.
Oh God, you eat everything, Doug.
No, I didn't eat it, but they said it was good.
Doug, what's your favorite food? You got to pick one.
Salmon.
Salmon?
Really?
Probably. I love. It's good, especially when I was on the cruise.
Oh, yeah, they serve it every night as like an option to have.
Yeah. So, Brandon, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So I heard you had like hold on, I gotta find it.
Yeah, look,
I
Kayla's on.
Yeah, remember when you were at the party at the shore house and your mom called you to go home?
Yeah, that was so stupid.
So, Brandon, I heard you had two girlfriends at once one time.
Wait a second. Wait, what about a shore house?
So, Kayla, she just sent a comment. We had a party, right? For her 21st or 20th, I don't remember. Andrew came. He was there for like 10 minutes. His mom called him saying, Andrew, I need you to come home now. It's late. He left. So I heard you had two girlfriends at once, Brandon.
Talking about me?
Yeah.
No, not true.
I think you're lying.
You are faking me. Oh, that. Oh, I was worried. I was thinking of something else for a second.
No. I'm surprised
Damn.
no one put a picture of me up here.
Yeah.
What a lucky guy.
Yo, me and Brandon might be copping Johnny Max or Tommy's and
Yeah?
Asbury or Seabright
When?
Saturday.
You should come.
If you're not working, Doug.
Maybe. Hold on. I gotta post something. Guys, talk, because it's gonna be a while for me to post. Wait, hold on. John just sent me a photo of my dad when he was like young.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we'll post it. Let me know if you guys think this looks like me without the hair.
Oh, boy, I gotta see
Can't
this.
see it.
I'm working on it, Andrew.
Okay.
Yo, did anyone see that there was a WWE wrestler that fell on the apron and she hit, or the way she fell right directly on her like bum hole, and she was like, "Oh my god, my hole!"
No. All right, here's the photo. I don't know. John, I guess, found this photo.
I can't see it.
Hold on, I gotta post it. Wait, that's Kyle. That's Brandon. That's Andrew. That's Kyle. All right, so this is. I guess this was my dad when they went to Washington.
Oh wow.
That's a throwback.
Damn. Washington State?
No, that's Redskins.
Oh, okay. So DC?
Yeah, DC.
Yeah. Damn, how old do you think that is?
Probably like 25.
Yeah, he was probably maybe 25.
Damn, what year would that be?
They're probably the 80s or 70s.
The 80s.
I like seeing pictures like that, like old pictures like that.
6 of us went to Washington for a Monday Night Football game, and we scalped tickets.
Do you guys trust scalpers?
Not really.
Very rarely.
Like-
I never do that.
Like, if you were desperate enough, would you have to? Like, would you?
No, because I'm a season ticket holder, so I really don't care.
Well, no. Like, if you were in a position, like, would you buy off of a scalper?
No, because I know they would screw me.
How like, because I always wonder, like, how bad are the
You know what they
scalpers?
do, Kyle?
What?
They go in, they scan the ticket, and they leave.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really? Is that what-
I mean, some of them do. I know I got screwed one time.
Damn.
Then it doesn't ring.
I didn't even think about that. That's
Kayla
crazy.
wouldn't.
I never knew that. That's how they do it. They ring it and then they leave.
Yeah, that's what happened, I guess, because the ticket didn't work for me.
Oh wow.
Wow. I even think that was possible.
We wanted something to do. Next day was election day, so we went by Amtrak.
Nice.
The 80s, so who? Probably Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan was the president. Jimmy Carter was president from 1977 to 1981.
All right, so wait, hold on. I want this to be Andrew's part of the show. Finishing with Joe Biden. Name the presidents. That Reagan. Start with Reagan. Finish with Biden. Let's hear it.
So Carter first, then Reagan, then Bush.
Do the
Senior.
years. Do the years. I want to see how smart you are.
All right, so it was. Let's see. So it was. So it was Ronald Reagan. So it was Jimmy Carter from 77 to 81, and then it was. Let's see. It was Ronald Reagan from 1982 to 1990, and then, right?
Yeah.
And then it was. Trying to think. It was George W. It was George H.W. Bush from 1990 to 1994 or so. Yeah.
All right, 94.
Yeah, and then it was Bill Clinton for 8 years, from 95 to 2001, I believe.
All right.
And then George W. Bush from 2001 to 2009.
All right.
And then Barack Obama 2009 to 17, and then Trump 2017 to 2021, and now Joe Biden 21 to present. And then let's see. Let me just go back for a second. So 2001. I'm just thinking. Give me a second. 2001.
No, you were correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was right. Yeah.
Why? What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I felt like I was missing something. I don't know, but whatever. Yeah, because I know Ronald Reagan was president for 8 years, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he won that election like 500 electoral votes to like 3.
Yeah, I'll look it up. I
Oh,
think I
really?
was right.
Yeah, a lot of elections back in the day, they were landslides,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
like 500
Yeah,
something.
1981 to 1989, and then Bush served from 90 to 94 or so, 89 to 93.
Here, I'll
say.
pull it up. It was Ronald Reagan.
Mhm.
I don't know here electoral map 1984. It was who was running? Reagan and Walter Mondale. Reagan won 525 electoral votes to 13. So yeah.
And name all the living presidents like right now. I'll name you all of them right now.
All right, go ahead.
Joe Biden, obviously.
Half.
Trump. What?
He said half. Oh God.
Donald Trump, Barack Obama, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and Jimmy Carter. I feel like a lot of people don't know Jimmy Carter's still out there for some reason.
I thought he was dead, to be honest with you.
No, he's still alive. He's 96.
Sort of
Well,
dead.
because when you think about it, he's not really active.
True.
You always see Clinton out there. You always see Obama out there. Unfortunately, he still doesn't want to shut his mouth. Trump spoke at the CPAC the other day. Bush is still out there.
Yeah, what do you think of Bush since he's a Republican, Doug? You like Republicans?
I don't like career politicians. That's the difference.
Oh, that's true. What about Jack Ciattarelli?
I'm hoping he wins. I don't think I consider myself a Republican anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm more of like a libertarian.
Oh, wow. What about Ron DeSantis? You'll think he'll win next year for re-election as governor? Because next year's the gubernatorial election in Florida.
Yeah, I think he has a good shot of winning.
Yeah. I hope Jack Ciattarelli wins. I hope Phil Murphy doesn't break that 40-year streak where there hasn't been a Democrat.
No,
in
I think a
Jersey
lot of New
re-elected.
Jerseyans are fed up with Phil Murphy.
I hope so. What happened to Kyle?
Maybe his laptop died.
Yeah.
Kyle, we come
But
back.
I think Phil Murphy. I hope Phil Murphy doesn't break that streak, where there hasn't been a Democrat reelected in over 40 years. in New
Hey,
Jersey.
welcome back, Kyle.
I don't know what the hell happened. I was looking up that Matt Ryan thing we were talking about before,
Oh yeah.
and then I don't know, something happened.
Oh, maybe because you gotta have 2 windows open.
Well, I can have. Well, I mean, I'm on another tab. I just accidentally.
No, like I do my streaming on Google Chrome, and then I have Safari open.
Oh, okay.
Just why I can see both things and don't have to worry about it closing.
Mm-hmm.
But we were talking about Jack Chitterelli. So this year's the gubernatorial election in Kyle in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, now it's time for Andrew's political show.
So I'm hoping Phil Murphy's one and done in 21, as Jack Chitterelli says it. That's the guy he's running against, Phil Murphy.
No, listen here. I know absolutely jack squat about politics. The only thing I can really tell you is the Yankees are winning the World Series this year.
Yeah. Anyways, there's only 2 gubernatorial elections this year. It's Virginia and New Jersey. That's it. Next year, there's about 20 gubernatorial elections in the United States. 20. There's like New York, Florida, Maryland, Pennsylvania. Trying to think who else. Connecticut, Massachusetts, I think as well. So, and then California has theirs next year too. What do you think? Do you think Gavin Newsom's going to be voted out, Doug?
Well, I saw something where Rich Grinnell might be running.
I don't know who that is.
He was the first gay ambassador under the Trump administration.
Wow.
What was that about, Andrew?
I shut my window because it was getting cold.
Oh yeah, the wind out there is.
It's supposed to be nice.
I got short sleeves on, so I'm freaking.
Yeah, well, Kyle, you work in shorts.
Not anymore.
I think next week there's going to be a 60 degree. I think next Wednesday is going to be 60 degrees.
Oh yeah, I'm glad the snow is melting.
Yeah, as long as it's not snow, then we're.
Can't wait for summer, guys.
Fine.
Summer 21.
Is this going to be the time of your life, Andrew?
What? What? Summer 21?
Yeah, what do you think I was telling you?
I don't know, you didn't specify.
You were talking about the summer, so I said, is this going to be the time of your life?
I mean, it is. It is summer, so summer's always a good time of the year for me. I mean, especially since I was born in the summer, too.
No, you missed the point. Is this going to be like the best summer you've ever had?
Probably not, but I think it won't be the worst.
It'll be better than. Last summer was good, but I think this summer is going to be better than last summer if you want to compare the last summer to this summer.
Yeah.
All right, so we have plenty more to get to. We have about a half hour left. We do 2-hour shows now. So we're going to have our final thoughts segment, give some predictions in Major League Baseball right after this quick commercial break. And Andrew, congrats on your chain. I guess you're this big shot now, right?
We got to get Ross on the show.
Yeah, where is he?
I don't know.
Now, who we got to get? Russ.
Ian and Russ?
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, make sure you pay for your orders, all right?
What?
We'll tell you that right after this commercial break. It was pretty hilarious.
Oh, I love when you guys mention that. It's great.
Oh, Lord.
What can you say? It's pretty hilarious that happened to us.
You know what? That might be one of the funniest things that ever happened in my life. I mean, really.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That was so funny.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Growing up, I wanted to be in the NHL. I wanted to be just like my idol, Martin Brodeur. In life, sometimes you win some, but sometimes you will lose some. Being successful isn't about chasing a paycheck. Being successful is about chasing your passion and building a foundation to where you want to be. You only live once, so you might as well do what you love. Think big. Don't just settle. People are going to hate, doubt, and tell you that you can't. But if you put your mind to something, nothing is impossible. Think big.
So the night before Thanksgiving, Andrew, Brandon, and I, we went out to dinner. We met Ian, we met Russ,
And
and
Boris
Boris.
and
Boris.
Miki, and then there was
Miki.
a girl that was supposed to come, but she never showed up.
No.
So, and what happened, Kyle, is they had bottled waters, but we didn't know. We got there, we didn't like take the order. We just ordered our meal.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was they bought the bottled waters where you have to pay for it. It wasn't the free water. So Brandon and I, Kyle, we just basically, well, Miki looked like,
He
what?
looked at him. He looked at Russ like he had four heads.
So Russ was like, you gotta pay for the waters. You guys were amongst friends. You should pay for your water. I was like, I didn't ask. I didn't ask for the bottled water.
Mm-hmm.
And I think how many did we have? Like 5, and it was like like 18 bucks for the water bottles.
Yeah, they ordered like 4 or 5 water bottles, I think.
I remember how shot Ian was.
Oh, he was drunk.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Yo, we gotta go to Ian's Banya one day. Go to the Bear and Birch. You ever go to Bear and Birch?
No.
No,
It's
I
like
never heard of it.
It's a Russian spa. So what you do is you go in. You use the saunas, the hot tubs, the polar plunge. You jump in a cold bath.
Oh, I can't do
Oh
that.
God, I can never do that.
I
Yeah,
can't do
well-
a cold bath.
Well, no, you jump right in and then you come right out. You don't stay in there. You just hop right in. You come out.
Yeah, but I
That's-
still can't. I still can't do the cold baths.
Even if I paid you $50, you wouldn't do it.
No,
I would do it then.
I
You
would
would
do
do
it. I would.
$50?
Yo, pay me $50, Brandon.
Yeah, if you
Like-
do it, I'll pay you $50 if you do it.
So
I'll
Andrew,
do it.
is your bedroom gonna get more action?
My bed. I mean, this is the background, so yeah, my bedroom is my background.
All right,
I don't
totally,
think you understand.
You
Never mind.
totally missed what John said.
You're
So
you're too young.
yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
We'll tell you when you're older.
Yeah, maybe when I'm 25.
Yeah, we'll teach
I
you.
don't even know if you'll be ready by then. But
Yeah, no, I think 25. I will 20, and maybe 30. 30.
All right, so let's do some final thoughts. Kyle, what did you think about today's episode?
I think it was stellar, just because I'm a main event player. I bring in the views. Andrew, you know what? I think Andrew did a great job today. Andrew, I think I've agreed with you on 2 things. I didn't think I'd agree with you on 1. So thank you, Andrew.
What were they?
Yeah, we're
I
really
agree with him on the Mets thing he talked about.
the Mets and the Nets.
And I think it was the Nets thing that you said. So I agree. I agree with 2 points he made. That was over my expectations.
All right, Andrew, what did you think about today's episode?
It was pretty good. Always good. It's always good to come on here, have a little talk, and then take off after. So it was good. It was good.
I can't. This is what you basically said. You know what? I like showing up and then leaving.
Oh, I took it the other way.
Yeah.
What did you?
Pay for
Did
the
you hear
water.
what he said, Kyle?
What? Well, how did you take it?
Take off after.
Take off. Like I see you.
Oh, all right.
Adios. But,
Brandon, what did you think of today's episode?
It was great. I think it was even better today than last. I mean, we always have a great show, but today was fun. Today was,
Yeah, we had Kyle on, so that was the difference.
and the finishing touches of every show has been the Russ and the Waters.
Yeah, I noticed that. We always talk about that last.
It's so funny. It's like one of the best, funniest things that have ever happened.
Yo, pay for the water, man.
All right, so let's do some predictions. I want to start with John understood what I meant. John understood. All right, I want to start with MVP. Kyle, who do you think could win the National League MVP, and then say your American League MVP pick?
National League MVP. Actually, I'll go last just because, I need some thought.
All right, Brandon, who do you have winning NL and AL MVP?
NL MVP. I'm gonna go with Mr. I think Francisco Lindor is gonna have a great year. I'm gonna go with Frankie Lindor.
Frankie?
I think Frankie's gonna have a great year.
It's gonna be Aaron Judge for me.
For the NL? Sure. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
All right, what about the NL then, Andrew?
I said Judge.
AL, you're talking.
AL East. AL West.
Just the AL in general.
American League. It don't matter.
Russell. No, I'm joking. Not Russell.
No,
West.
you said
Russell
AL.
Wilson.
You did your Aaron Judge for the AL, so now do your NL.
Let's see. Probably Justin Turner.
All right, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Kyle?
Okay. I think Mike Trout for AL, and for NL, I don't know, man. There's a lot of great players in the National League. I'm going to go with Mookie Betts.
I'm going for the NL. I think this is a long shot, but I'm going with Michael Conforto for the NL. And the American League, I am going with, surprisingly, I am going to have to go with Austin Meadows.
You love underdogs, don't you?
I think he's going to have a hell of a year.
My God. Austin Meadows winning MVP is the day the pigs fly, my friend.
It's possible, Kyle.
No, it's not. Do you understand?
Why not?
Do you understand that in the American League there are people that are named Mike Trout, Alex Bregman, Aaron Judge, and Jose Ramirez?
This is a guy that wants to win a championship, and Andrew, stop shaking your freaking watch. You're distracting me. Austin Meadows wants to win a championship. He's
Douglas. Do you understand that if I type up 2021 MLB MVP odds, and if you go to the American League section, you got this is your top players to possibly win the AL MVP: Mike Trout, Alex Bregman, Aaron Judge, Jose Ramirez, Anthony Rendon, Matt Chapman, Gleyber Torres, Jose Abreu, Luis Robert, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Yohan Moncada, George Springer, Rafael Devers, Yasmani Grandal, Bo Bichette, DJ LeMahieu, Eloy Jimenez, Shohei Ohtani, Tim Anderson, Xander Bogaerts, Jordan Alvarez, and not one of that says Austin frickin' Meadows.
Predictions.
Yeah, Austin. Okay, fine. Austin. Okay, you can go with Austin Meadows. Obviously you don't like statistics.
All right, let's go to the Cy Young. I'm going to start with the National League. I see Jacob deGrom coming back and winning it. And for the American League, I am going to have to go with Tyler Glasnow.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Yoenis Cespedes.
I hope you're not serious.
Yeah, no, I'm joking, nah. But I'm thinking about Jacob deGrom, and then who's a good player? I haven't watched baseball in a while. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe
AJ Burnett.
Yeah, I guess we'll go with that.
All right, let's go, AJ Burnett. All right, Brandon, who do you have winning?
I'm gonna pick. It's my NL Cy Young.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick. Okay, I'm gonna pick. What's his name? I'm gonna pick Randy Johnson as my NL Cy Young.
All right, good pick.
No, I'm gonna pick. I think I agree with you on the deGrom. I'm gonna pick him, and I'm also gonna for the AL. I'm gonna pick. This is tough. The AL, there's a lot of good. I might have to go with Cole. I have to agree with John. I think Cole.
All right. So I don't really know much about the rookies. We did MVP. We did Cy Young. What else can we do?
I mean, I can tell you rookies if you want. I know a lot. I know a lot of the rookies. I can give you my predictions, or I can tell you guys for you to look out for. There's a lot of good rookies this year, in my opinion. If I can freaking look up the list of who to look
And
out
then
for.
we'll do managers of the year.
Ooh, managers of the year. Snicker. I like Snicker.
Snicker?
I like what is his name? The manager of the Braves.
That's it, Brian Snicker.
Oh, Snicker, yeah.
All right, so I'll start first. I'm going to go for Luis Rojas, especially if the Mets make a run. He's going to win Manager of the Year in the National League. And the American League, I am going to have to go with... I'm going to go with Aaron Boone.
Good choices.
Muy bueno.
Brandon, who you got?
For the manager of the year for the both leagues.
Yeah.
Okay, for the NL, I'm going to go with our old friend Joe Girardi.
Oh
Which-
God.
I think he's gonna turn. I think he's turning this team around.
I think he's turning that team into the Yankees.
Yeah. So
Because you got Didi, you got Ivan Nova back, you got Brian Mitchell. You know, you're reforming the Yankees. I can see it.
So Mr. Joe Girardi will be your NL MVP, NL Manager of the Year, MVP, and the AL MVP, AL Manager of the Year is going to have to be AJ Hinch. I think he's going to turn that Detroit Tigers team around.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he's back. Alex Cora is back, too.
Yeah.
Oh God, AJ Hinch. God bless that Tigers team, man.
So I don't know where Andrew's at.
I think he's just done.
You think?
I think he's done. His brain had enough today. He did a good job.
Yeah, he did a good job. I like his predictions. His predictions were good. So what are the rookies?
Hey, I'm back.
Where are you?
My dad called me over for a second. That's why.
I don't see you.
Cuomo.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
He's being investigated, guys.
Yeah, we know. All right, so he has Grissom, San Diego, and Curlyoff Twins Rookie of the Year winners.
I mean, are we forgetting that Randy Arozarena is still eligible for Rookie of the Year?
He is?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go with my boy Randy.
I'm
Next
gonna go with Randy as well. And for the National League, the Pirates got this. I think he's an outfielder, Cabrian Hayes. I'm gonna go with him for NL Rookie of the Year.
So this time next year, I'll have a World Series champ shirt.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know about that one, Doug. The Yankees still exist.
Yeah, okay.
Last year's a fluke.
Yeah, okay.
Don't okay me.
This is a good. This next game is pretty entertaining, actually.
I bet. So we're going to have a special guest in a few seconds.
Who's that?
Mike Lepore, big Charger fan.
Oh
So-
Who's Mike Lepore?
Good old Mike.
Bus Boy of the Year. So he's not going to be on the show, but Kyle does a good impersonation of him. So I'm going to have
God.
Kyle.
Oh, I
tell me
thought he was actually going to be on the show.
One day
I thought
hope.
he was too.
Oh, you got us excited.
So I'm going to have Kyle do his impersonation of Mike and give me his thoughts on the Los Angeles Chargers and where Justin Herbert takes them in the future. Kyle?
Yeah, hi. I need to get ready for my close up. I was not prepared for this. Okay, just tell me when to go.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Mike? How you doing, buddy?
Can't complain.
So what do you think about your Chargers next year moving forward?
The Chargers. Yeah, that Herbert kid, he's pretty damn good.
Are you glad you guys went after Herbert instead of Tua went? Oh, I think you guys took Herbert ahead of Tua. So are you guys happy with the draft performance?
Oh yeah, look at the kid. The kid looks great. I don't know what else you want me to do, Doug.
Do your impersonations. Do mine.
Here's your impression.
All right, let me do mine. Cuomo.
That's you.
Well, let me.
What is Andrew doing?
Good morning. Good evening. Whatever it is. Happy Thanksgiving. Nah. But
Who are
happy
you?
St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day. So today is a good day. Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on winning the Super Bowl. I'd rather see a New York team win. No, I'd rather see a New York team. But it was a phenomenal game. And congratulations to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's that impression?
Is that Andrew Cuomo?
Yeah. Yeah.
You sure love that guy.
Yeah, I have this love-hate relationship with him or something.
Did you buy his book?
No.
Not yet.
No, I'm not buying his book.
Do you write X-rated novels about your deep love for Andrew Cuomo?
I wish.
That sounded like a chicken for a second.
I think you have a problem.
Andrew, you're obsessed.
Yeah, Cuomo sexual.
Oh, man, do you actually like him?
Let's not say that ever again.
Andrew.
That word is now banned. It has been said once. It is now banned.
All right, we have to get our thoughts together before we finish the show. We'll be right back.
Falcons Insider, #1, all across Monroe. It's the most viewed.
I really appreciate you coming out and doing this. Doug does a great job covering us. He runs the Instagram for us, and it's great. Post all interesting facts, comments about our teams we go through.
When you look at the polls, when you look at the viewers, when you look at the statistics, we're getting a lot of good feedback, and I think moving forward that we're going to do a lot of great things. That we have in store. I'm Doug Saravo, and I approve this message.
All right, so we're back on the Doug Saravo show, and Kyle, it's been a while since you've been on here, but we normally finish the show with the last 2 minutes, where we just give a prediction for ourselves or the future. So I'm going to start with you. What's one goal that you have for yourself, or what do you see happening?
I want to see if I can become a comic. I want to see if I can get on stage and make people laugh, and maybe lose some goddamn weight. Because I look like a physical bowling ball, and I would like to not look like that anymore. And yeah.
Yeah, well, it's all those burgers.
I mean, I can't help it, Doug. McDonald's, Five Guys, anything Roberto makes, I just can't help myself. It's a real problem, but it's a happy problem, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, he's a good cook.
oh my god, unbelievable.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a great kitchen manager there too, reading all the
Oh
tickets.
yeah,
Who was it? Who's that?
It's me.
I'll give you. Yeah, it's the host of the show, Mr. Doug Saravo.
Who's
every single shift, every single time a ticket comes through to get made, he grabs the ticket out of the machine and goes, all right, pay attention. We got a cheeseburger, medium cooked, no lettuce, no tomato. Delivery set to go for $5.15. Let's go.
All right, heard.
Who's that other manager? The one we talked to, Doug.
Malhunt.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, he's the man.
Oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew, give me your goal or prediction.
My goal is to eventually, when I'm in my late 20s, early 30s, to move out of Monroe and possibly down to the shore or down to Florida.
Yeah, any reason?
It's a more peaceful, a lot more pleasant. People there are a lot nicer. And, Monroe is just going down to hell. Monroe sucks, bro.
All right, Brandon. Yeah, look at these photos of my dad that John sent me.
Screw Monroe, I say.
Yeah, well, we got Monroe folks watching, Andrew.
That's true. But I'm not.
I'm not.
Monroe in name only. I'm Monroe in name only, Doug.
Your town is very nice. Don't get me wrong, but you really have nothing there. Like where I live in Marlboro, we have like Route 9 and stuff. We have like all that stuff. Route 9. For you got to drive like 15 minutes just to get to like places and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like where I live, I only have to go like 2 minutes. I'm on Route 9.
Exactly, and it takes me almost a half hour just to get to Route 33.
Right.
Brandon,
almost a half hour, and then
you got any goals or predictions?
Well, my goal for the next, I really would love to, graduate college in the next year or two. I'm almost there, so hopefully next year I'll graduate. That's my first goal. My second goal is to become a Knicks season ticket holder eventually.
Good luck.
I've always wanted to be a season ticket holder for the Knicks. Probably very expensive.
Oh, they are.
But I'll bet.
Do it.
Yeah.
Look,
the problem is it's Madison Square Garden, so everything's like 4 times more than it should be. Like everything there is so much more expensive than like other arenas.
Yeah. You and me got to take a trip to Miami next year. You and me.
Who?
Who?
Brandon and myself.
All right, because you said you and me. It could have been anyone. It could have been Kyle.
Brandon.
It could have been me.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe I want to go to Miami.
Yeah, I'll go to Miami.
Let's all go.
Yeah.
I'll go to Miami.
Yeah, we could get a good hotel there, I'm sure, for a good price.
Yeah, that would be cool. We could do the show live from Miami.
Yeah. Or maybe you know where we should go? Orlando or Daytona.
You know what's nice? Tampa. Tampa's nice.
Yeah, I've been to Tampa. I've been to Busch Gardens there. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nick and Jill are going to Florida soon.
What, moving?
No, they're going on vacation there.
Oh, okay. I'm supposed to go to Florida in August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My goals and predictions are, continue doing great work with Sararo Broadcasting. Hopefully find a good job. Continue being the best dishwasher at Scortino's. Great kitchen manager. Kyle, why are you laughing?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No reason.
But yeah, we got to get Mike on this show. He says we're going to do one before the draft, but I would love to have him on here with all of us.
Yeah, and then he's with a bunch of kids like us.
He's a smart guy when it comes to football.
Definitely knows how to gamble.
Oh yeah, we could have a gambling show with him.
Yeah. Yeah, but Kyle, you, me, and Brandon one night should go out.
Kyle works all the time. He has to.
I work all the goddamn
He is
time.
covering for me tomorrow. Thank you, Kyle.
Oh, so you guys brought up Kyle, you brought up that like you like looking for like clubs and stuff like to go to.
Yeah.
There's the headliner's opening Friday, which is good news.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you ever been there?
No.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try it. It's in
I
a
heard
good
it's
location.
good. I heard it was good, Brandon.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Maybe you should go there Saturday.
Yeah, well they're open. Yeah, yeah. Well,
What are the guidelines?
well it's not gonna be like. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna be like, but no one knows what it's gonna be like yet. But I'm gonna assume it's gonna be the same thing as like Johnny Max, where you have to sit with your individual groups, or you have to hang out. You can't like congregate and stuff. You're gonna have to like, social distance and stuff. The same crap that we've been listening to for the last year.
I know. Screw Murph.
It's enough already. It's enough. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But that place is like a summer place. Like that place does much better in the summer than it does like during the winter because people are down there in the summer anyway. Like with the beach and stuff.
Yeah.
So it does even
No,
better. It does
Johnny
even
Max.
better.
I think Johnny Max though makes great money during the winter and spring and the colder months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember
And
how packed it was?
Yeah, that was really crowded that night. That was yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot of girls there.
But again, it wasn't like it was good, but you couldn't really like move around. You had to stay at your table and like you couldn't like get up and move or anything. You weren't really allowed to like, do that. When there's no COVID, you could do whatever you want and just like dance and stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, I can't tell the difference to be honest with you. So
yeah.
But I mean, online though, you could talk to all these people. Remember how many people were talking on the line though? So that makes it up at least. So I was talking to that guy with those two girls that one night. Remember that? We were talking about football and all that.
Yeah.
So, Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
I think Andrew forgot that this was my show and that he was just having a conversation with Brandon.
You know what? Andrew just has he just takes over when he wants to. I think that's a toxic trait.
Well, yeah, I'm a Leo. That's why. Leos are kings.
Oh, you believe in the stars.
Yeah.
Andrew's a king. Because, I had this whole script out, everything planned. Then Andrew brings up Scortinos. He brings up who the managers are. What else do you want to bring up, Andrew?
You should just have a day where Andrew just takes over.
Yeah, where Andrew does his own show.
Yeah, and you're the guest, and you're the co-host.
Max.
What was that, Andrew?
Johnny Max.
What about Johnny Max?
I talked about it. Remember?
Oh yeah, Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Andrew?
Yeah. We talked about politicians. Talked about career politicians like Cuomo, Murphy, Chitterelli, and Joe Biden, Bush. And then, that's really it. George W. Bush was a good president, I would say.
Yeah.
He was. What do you guys think? You think he was a good president?
I don't know.
I'm too dumb.
Yeah. True.
Kyle didn't vote this year.
I'm not voting. Yeah, I did not vote this year. I didn't vote. My ass was too fat to get up and go register.
I voted the red wave all the way.
Fat.
I voted the red wave all the way, Doug.
No, Kyle embraces the fat.
I embrace it. I think it's a joke.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a whole big joke.
I voted for the red wave all the way. Rick Maida, Mike Pence, Donald Trump, all those people in the Republican Party. So that's who I voted for.
Rick is running for a Congress, I believe.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, because he ran for the Senate, he lost, and now he's running for Congress in 22.
And that scumbag Cory Booker's in charge.
Oh boy.
But I hope this year the candidate, Jack Chitterelli, wins this one at least.
Yeah.
Because I hope that makes up for the presidential loss last year.
I wonder if John would come on the show and be an actual guest.
John, would you do that?
John Di Giovanni. Let me say it again. John Giovanni. Di
You
Giovanni.
got to get Ian and Russ on the show too.
Yeah, to pay for the waters.
Oh boy.
Don Giovanni.
Yo, we got to do
Giovanni.
that. We got to do that again. All of us. Kyle, you should
What?
come on too.
What?
I thought I was
Yeah?
slow.
Go with Ian, Russ.
Andrew, your parents trying to sleep.
All right.
Oh man.
Yeah, I hate when my parents are always like, "Oh, you're too loud. You're too
When
loud."
they see this. Andrew, you're hilarious.
This show's great. This is a great show.
I know it's so much better than the first ones we did.
Oh, like the one. Wait, like the first ones on Streamo, or like the first shows like we've ever done?
The first ones we ever done, like in the backyard, the
Oh
kitchen.
yeah, when you look back at those shows, this one is like professional compared to that. Like this is like a real show. This is like this is no joke. This is a real professional
I
show.
remember when Andrew joined my live that one time.
Oh yeah. The problem, were you able to see who was like on Instagram Live while you were?
Yeah, you could.
Oh, okay. You put it.
Yeah, it was Andrew. It was Andrew and his crew. His group was on. They all were watching, and then a couple other people, and they were like criticizing me, and they were just being.
Remember when I fired Madison?
Can you hire him back?
Probably not.
Maddie's the best.
He still has me blocked.
Well, he
Yeah,
said
me
he was
too.
on. He said he was unblocking you guys.
Yeah, but why did he block us in the first place?
I guess he got mad at you.
Why? Because I told him to stop sending me random messages?
No, because he wanted us to keep saying disco, and you didn't like it.
Yeah, because it's weird.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
but-
care if he says it, but he would send it to me randomly.
Yeah, well, see, I understood what he was doing. Like I mean, I was just like it's okay. Yeah, it was my fault because my family loves disco. My parents love disco. We've listened to disco music our whole lives, and then my father was like, "Disco music changed my life. Disco's the best. Changed my life forever. So then we constantly would say disco, disco, disco. And then I got Madison into it, and that might have been one of the biggest things I regret. We're like, you ever listen to disco music?
Now
Yeah.
listen to Pop Smoke.
Disco
Like the
was
Bee Gees?
Yeah, the Bee Gees, they're good. Disco's great. Like I mean, I'm a young guy, but I love this. Disco's great. Disco's like one of the best. What's your favorite kind of genre? What's your guys' favorite kind of genres of music?
I like EDM.
Never
EDM
heard-
club.
Oh, club. Oh, like 97.1 FM.
No,
that-
not like that, but like electronic music.
Like what's a song like a
Like
popular-
Zed, Avicii.
Oh, like workout music, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like rave music.
I
I'd
love
say
that.
rave music.
Like the Tiesto remixes are good.
Yeah.
I like Pop Smoke, Dom Tolliver. I'm trying to think who else. Little Uzi Uvert. And I'm
Okay.
trying to think who else is a good guy. Little Nas X is pretty good too. I
Let's
like him.
see. I like my hip hop. I like my metal. I like my rock music. I like every sort of music. I don't really have like a worst favorite genre. I like
Also
a
like
lot of
Lloyd
music.
too. Lloyd is pretty good. There's this one song I listened to from like 2009. Lloyd U. It's like nightclub music.
Tom
Oh, I
Petty.
like-
Funny, I was listening to a song today. What's his Tom Petty? What's that song called?
Free Fallin'?
Free Fallin'. Yeah. Great song.
It is a good song.
Yeah.
You know what else is a good song? I hope she's watching. Come on, Eileen.
I love Come On Eileen. Listen to the remix. You ever listen to the Come On Eileen remix?
No,
There's a remix.
Yeah, well, it's not like a pop. No one. It's like you got to look for it on YouTube. I'll send it to you later. It's a good remix.
we
Really
should send it. Kyle, next time you see her, play it for her.
I don't want to risk death, Doug. I don't want to risk death. I'm good.
Gladys Knight, John said. Queen.
I like Queen.
You know
I
what
love
Ross'
Queen.
favorite song is? Ross Greig. You know what his favorite song is?
Yeah, what is it?
Blackbird by the Beatles.
Yeah?
You ever listen to Blackbird by the Beatles?
I think so, but I heard he likes I parked my car in the middle of nowhere. Doo da doo da day. I parked my car in the
Wait,
middle of nowhere.
did Kyle know about that? I don't know if he was
Probably
here.
not. You tell him the story.
So in the summer when the Yankees opened up the 60 game bullshit season,
Mm-hmm.
um, there was like we had like 15, we had like 10 people over. So it was Doug, Andrew, my former friend Gia, um, who else? Ross,
Madison.
Madison, Miki was there. Dean, his cousin Dean was there. Uh, so Ross comes like halfway throughout the party, and he ends up, because the people came before him parked, in the because we don't have that many parking spots here, very little. So Ross ended up coming like midway through, and he ended up having to park his car in the middle of my cul-de-sac. So like it was tough for people to get out because his car was blocking like the middle
Oh,
of the
jeez.
yeah, and then it was, and then my father told him if he could move his car. He did that, and he didn't. And he ended up having to move it again. So he.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but you know what the best part of that day is, and I'm sorry, Adam, if you're watching the day. No, when the umbrella collapsed.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? That umbrella was so old that it needed. You know what? We needed a new one, so we got even a better one than we had before.
All right, so we have a question from John. That's up to you, Brandon.
It's a good question. You know what? I'll say it on the air. She's listening. That's fine. Um, so she didn't really like what I was saying. She just wasn't. She. I'm not going to mention this person's name because if he or she is listening, I don't want to. I don't want to start any argument or anything like that. But I was worried like that this person was cheating on her. So I had some words with her saying like, well, how can you do this? How can you do this? And she got all mad, and she ended up never talking to me again. So that was the end of that. So I moved on. So that's the end of that.
That's life.
Yeah. Has that ever happened to you?
Wait, me or John?
You, Doug.
I mean, yeah, I've had a few ex-friends.
Yeah. It's a
Like
tough feeling.
Dags, Doug.
Who?
Dags.
He's not. I don't really talk. I went to high school with him. I don't really talk to him.
Yeah, that's true.
Kyle, what
Or
about you?
It's a tough hole to fill. I've definitely lost some friends.
And
You know,
this was a friend that I thought that I would have for a really long time. I mean there were times when we were really close, and then all of a sudden it goes a totally different direction. Like what the hell happened? It's like in a way it's like and this goes back to Doug's point before. He mentioned like if you make like with Craig Carton for example. I mean what he did was obviously like crazy. People make mistakes in life.
well, Craig Carton was also a public figure.
Yeah, people make mistakes in life, and you got to learn. Sometimes if the mistakes aren't major, you got to learn to not hold grudges because you live once. You don't want to. You don't want to hold grudges for the rest of your life.
See, but you know what the best part is about working at Scortino's?
What?
We have all of you guys became like my best friends.
Yeah?
Like if I never worked at Scortino's, I wouldn't know you or Nick or Jill or Alicia.
Hector.
Yeah, my
Hector,
mom didn't scream at me to get a job when I was 17 years old. I wouldn't have met you.
that's great.
I think you trained me, too.
Did I?
I don't know. I know one other person trained me, but I think you trained me, too.
I remember you worked on a Friday, and I was like, you were busting. You were like you were small back then and skinny, so you were holding the bus bin like this.
I was very
You were
nervous
like
back
this.
then.
So I was like, don't worry, Mike's here to bust the tables.
Yeah, I was thankful back then when Mike would show up because I really did not want to bust back then. Busting
Oh
back
yeah,
then
I
was,
loved when Mike
I
came.
hated it.
I didn't have to bust a table every Friday when Mike worked.
Yeah.
You had to actually like break a table in half. Oh, bus a table.
Clean
bust
the
a
table.
table.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Yeah, every Friday was a special. We'd have to break at least one table per shift.
What are you, a Bills fan now? You're part of Bills Mafia breaking tables?
Oh yeah, we doing swanton bombs from the top of the roof onto the tables and crap.
The best was when Mike pulled. Remember when Mike drove out and he broke his side
Like,
window?
Mike
on the
literally
fence?
reversed into the fence and broke his rearview mirror, or broke his mirror.
I
Oh
was
my
working
God.
with him on Ash Wednesday, and Kyle, you know the pizza tray, the holder?
Yeah.
He picked one. No, he was spraying the table, picked one up, and it fell on the floor. Like,
man.
what they gonna do? Fire me?
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? Find me?
Yeah, remember,
Wasn't in the contract.
You remember last day, Doug, at the restaurant, Chinese restaurant?
Yeah, they fired me because I wouldn't deliver on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
stupid.
you work at a Chinese restaurant?
Yeah, Shanghai,
Where's that?
the one by Ryan's.
Oh, in Spotswood?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, never heard of it.
I technically didn't get fired.
What did you do? What was your job there? What were you?
Delivery driver.
Oh, you got fired for being a delivery driver?
Yeah, because I didn't want to work on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's the one night they need you.
You know what's the best? I helped him out too after that because I'm a nice guy, you know, right? And Andrew came with me for the ride. He was delivering too. He brought stuff out. He made a few bucks. Remember that night, Andrew?
Yeah, and then the following day I had diarrhea and I was vomiting my brains out. I think I got sick from all the dirt and the germs they had in that place. I remember delivering.
Damn.
We were delivering food to a guy that what do you call it? That had a house that looked like a jungle. It was.
Oh,
right
I
on
think I
Monmouth
know that
Road.
where that was.
Yeah, Monmouth Road, right near.
Yeah, I know
Cornwall.
the house you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a jungle, and it smelled in there.
You went in the house?
Well, the guy opened the door.
Oh, okay. So you whipped the house.
So, did Kyle tell you the time when we were? Well, I wasn't there. He got interviewed at Scortino's.
Oh
No.
Lord,
No.
that was a fun day.
Imagine Mike was the only one working and he got interviewed.
Oh God, that would be the best interview ever. So there was food reviewers that showed up one day, and they asked me to be in the video at first, just to bring in the pizza, or just be in the shot that shows me bringing the pizza. Then they interview me afterwards, like I'm someone special. They put me in as a waiter. I'm not a waiter. I just clean tables and bring people food. So I just bullshit. I was high out of my mind when he was interviewing me. So I was just like hoping and praying that I say the right things. And you can go on YouTube.com and watch that same interview. I don't know what the guy's YouTube channel name is, but it's out there.
Yeah, you just gotta type it in.
Yeah.
Oh,
But were they like Gordon Ramsay?
no, the dude had a hat that had like words going across it.
Yeah,
Oh,
cool.
the ones with like the electronic.
Yeah. I don't know where you can get those hats, but
Yeah, I don't know either.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah. But you, me, and Miki should go to Headliner Brandon soon. Maybe next weekend. Not this weekend. Maybe the following weekend.
I mean, Andrew, if you guys want to have a conversation,
I
Kyle
was just
and
gonna say, like I
Kyle
said,
and I could go off the air and we could just keep you guys on.
yeah. So, Doug, as I would say,
you guys.
Remember? Let's talk about the time at church, Doug. Remember the time at church?
yo,
with my
Doug,
dad on
remember when I
Christmas?
didn't know what a pew was?
Yeah, I remember that day.
Yeah, remember Christmas Day at church, Doug? This past
Yeah, well,
year?
I had to tell your dad to sit. He can't sit there.
Yeah.
And your dad's like, come on.
I actually predicted it.
You did?
Yes, because it's happened before. It happened before once or twice.
Yeah.
Where we sat in front of an annoying person during this whole thing, and they're like, "You got to move." So I actually predicted it, and I was actually right.
Yeah, you were right.
Shit, that's crazy.
You guys like going to church?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long do you spend at church? Because I wouldn't know because I'm Jewish, but
Only like a half hour, 45 minutes.
Oh, that show is not that long. Okay,
Yeah, it's about an hour at max.
I thought
Yeah.
people stay there for like because a temple. I don't really go to temple. People stay like 3 or 4 hours.
Oh yeah, that's long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's only like a half hour.
No, it's
yeah,
about an
that's
hour.
more like I can't
About an
stay in
hour.
temple for 4 hours.
It's about an
Kyle
hour.
Kyle always goes.
Oh yeah, I've never been to church once.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I didn't know what a pew was.
Tell him that story.
So we get asked to go help on Christmas, and there was this guy that gave me like
It was like a flower.
yeah, something. And I go downstairs, and there's this other dude, and he's like, "Go put it on the pew." So I'm walking, and I'm looking. I'm like, "All right, what in this room right here would look like it would be called a pew?" So I'm looking all over the place. Like there's, I couldn't tell you. I don't know what a pew would be. So I go over to Doug, and I'm like, "Yo, what the hell is a pew?" He was like, it's the seat. Then why don't they just call it a seat? That's what I was arguing. I'm just call it a goddamn seat. You gotta help me here. The only time I've been to church is when they had to dunk my head in the water.
Well, baptism.
One of those.
Yeah.
Baptism.
So I don't know crap. The only thing I know is there's this guy named Jesus and this guy named God. That's about it.
Yeah, no, let's keep it down because we gotta respect the Lord up there.
Yeah, sorry. I was just talking on this podcast.
Oh, I thought you were
I
gonna
didn't
say
mean to-
Andrew, I thought you were gonna say my mom's gonna walk in and yell at me again.
No, the Lord. We gotta keep.
Oh, he
we
might
can't
too.
use the Lord's name in vain. By the way, I think that's like commandment too.
No, I'm just saying. I that's the only thing I knew. I had no idea what a pew was. I'm looking at all these things at church, like, oh wow, there's just nice ceramic stuff, windows, nice ceramic windows, and
Yeah.
there's some people lying down on bales of hay. I don't know what that's about, but okay.
So
but,
Kyle has an announcement to make.
I have an announcement to make.
No, wait. Let's talk more about the church. Let's talk more about church.
Is it my
Church?
show or your show?
It's both. But anyways, let me
It's
speak.
both.
Let me speak anyways about the church. Church is a magical place, yet it's a very weird place at the same time because there's so many words that people don't use often, like pew, usher, what else? Holy water, hymnals. They say hymnals as books in church, and also it's just weird. It's weird. You would think magical things would happen, real magical things like you hear in the Bible would happen, but nope. I don't know.
All right, so Kyle has an announcement to make.
I do?
Yes, you do.
Okay, what announcement is that?
You know exactly what the announcement is.
All right, what's the announcement that I need to announce? That I am announcing?
New show.
Oh, yeah. I think I might be doing a show. I'm not sure. That bald dude you see that looks like the Lorax might be with me.
Yeah, we're either gonna call it Ducky and Espo or Espo and Ducky.
We're working on the name, but we're gonna do a podcast of sorts and get Matt Ryan on the show. That's the goal, to get Matt Ryan
We'll
on.
try. Or whoever you could find on that website.
I mean, I got his agent's contact information, so.
Alright, cool. That would be me and you.
I'll cut some deals.
That would be me and you, Dougie and Espo. That would be a good show. Just you and I talking sports.
Sports and other things. Doesn't have to be just sports.
And
We'll work on it.
We could have our friends on it.
Yes, we can. Brandon and Andrew can come on it.
Yeah, Brandon and Andrew could come on. Sierra could come on if you want. Jill, Nick, Kayla, maybe Alicia.
We'll see.
Well, I was talking to Alicia, and then we'll wrap up at the 2:30 mark. She said she'll come on the show to talk football one time.
But yeah, let's talk about how crappy our Philadelphia Eagles are.
So that would be cool having 5 people on, or 4. Andrew don't have to be on for that episode. It would be, or he can. It'd be me, you, Brandon, Andrew, and Alicia. 5 people. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
All right, so we got a minute left. Guys, let's wrap up. Give me your final thoughts about today and what you're looking forward to. Andrew is clearly losing his mind right now. I don't know what that is in his hand.
Earbuds.
Oh, earbuds. All right. So, Kyle, final thoughts?
You know, Lil Bow Wow is actually a pretty good actor. You ever see him in that basketball movie?
Oh,
You should
like
probably go
Mike?
watch it. Yeah,
That
like
was a
Mike.
good one.
You should go watch it. If anyone hasn't watched it, like Mike, go watch it.
All right, Andrew, final thoughts?
It was a good show. Good show.
Brandon, final thoughts?
Great show. I finally learned about what a pew is. I never even heard of that.
Yeah.
Hey!
It's a bench, right? It's a bench.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I finally learned what that was. So I never knew what that was before today's show. And it was fun. This show was great. I think it was Doug. Is this like the longest show we've
Yeah,
done?
2 hours, 30 minutes.
Yeah. And maybe next one will be 3 hours, and then it work our way up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
4,
oh boy.
5, 6, 7.
And then eventually we'll do a 24-hour run.
Yeah.
It just never stops ending.
So I thought this is a good show. I like the StreamYard setup. It's so much better.
It's the best.
Because we don't have to worry about just sitting and talking. We could just basically bullshit and talk whatever we want. Because when we did the shows originally in the kitchen, the backyard, so be it, we had a script and we stuck to it. It would be an hour long. Now we could just do whatever we want. It's like a real life radio show, a sports talk show. Where you talk sports,
Politics and faith.
or sometimes if there's nothing going on, like the off season, you just get current events and you talk about it, and then you tie it in with your life or whatever happened to you in the past week. You discuss.
You talk about sports, politics, and faith.
Yo, you gotta get people from the Blue Star Union on here.
Yeah, they definitely will be in the future. We just gotta see. I could tell my friend that, hey, I want you on my podcast. We could yeah, we can do that. If Andrew really wants to have a show discussing politics, I'll send the guy an email and say, I'm doing a podcast. Come on, we're gonna discuss politics, whatever. We could talk about the gubernatorial election. But he wants me to find I could go on his show and do something, he said, but I have to find someone that disagrees with me.
They get Brendan Wong.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because
That's
he's
gonna be
typical Democrat.
That's going to be interesting.
He's so Democratic.
I know he is.
Blue all the way.
He's clueless.
Mm-hmm. He thinks Joe Biden's a great president.
Yeah, I know.
Well, whatever, that's his opinion, and that's it.
Can you believe Joe Biden raised the gas prices?
I know, right?
Yeah. Sucks, right?
And it was
I paid $1.86 in December. Now it's almost $3.
Yeah, well, also blame that on Murphy too. Murphy and
yeah, his gas tax.
Yeah, well, let's hope Jack Chitterelli will eliminate that if he gets elected.
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doug, you going to Monkey Bar now?
Oh no, I'm going to sleep.
Are you going to sleep?
I'll probably go. I'll either go tomorrow or Wednesday.
I'm gonna probably go.
Aren't you going to the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to the Devil game. So right after the Devil game, I'll probably go.
Oh. How you getting there? You going to drive or you going to take the train?
I'm in driving.
Oh, come on!
How much is parking at Devil's at the?
Nothing, because I park in the street.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay, you park in the street.
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
Smile, little smile for me, Rosemary. All right, guys, it's been a great show. Kyle clearly hates that song. For real, guys, I really enjoy the setup. It's a good show. It's more than your average sports show. This is just, whatever we decide to talk about, go on the fly. We have our topic of the day, and then we just go from there. We talked Major League Baseball. We did the NFL free agency, J.J. Watt. And then we basically just had our typical Monday night podcast where we BS. So, as always, great show. Guys, thank you for joining me. Braden and Brandon, I'll see you next time. Kyle's going to stay on, and we're going to have a quick preview of Section 116. So, Brandon, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you next time.
See you next time, guys.
All right, take care.
Bye.
All right, so Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Section 116. We're going to do an episode within the future to discuss Devil Islander game. We'll talk about the Devil games we go to. Hopefully, we get to one. You and I. We'll see what we can do. But
Hopefully.
what do you have to say about Section 116 discussing Devils hockey?
I think it's great for people who are fans of the Devils to have some pure, you know, honest opinions and reviews of how the Devils are doing. And I love the Devils. You and I both love the Devils,
Oh,
and
for
I
sure. We
love.
went to a lot of games last year.
We did go to a lot of games last year, and because of this whole COVID thing, it kind of ruined things a little bit. I wanted to go to every game this year, and
We would have.
we would have if it wasn't for that COVID thing. But
Well, next year, me, you, and Gary.
oh yeah, that will be fun. I can't wait for that.
Me, you, and Gary going to a game.
That'll be so much fun.
Because he tells me, I want to take Kyle. I really want to take Kyle.
I mean, hopefully we can go to a game. Hopefully we'll
Yeah,
be
hope
able
so.
to.
If not, for sure, we'll go next year. And
Definitely.
then your mom always comes to me and she's like, "You're gonna take Mom, right? Your mom wants to come to a game with us.
I mean, if she wants to, she's more than welcome.
That would be fun.
I think it'll be fun. The more the merrier.
We'll have a nice car ride, listening to stories.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. Oh god, I'm totally not being sarcastic right now.
Lisa, if you're watching, we can't wait to go. We can't wait to go to the Devils game with you. We love you, Lisa.
Yeah, love you, Mom.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing. It's been a while because we had that, the hiatus where we all got COVID.
Right.
Not us, not you and I, the Devils.
Yeah.
They've been struggling. We can say. I think we're like 6-7-2, but Pavel Zacha's improving. Nico Hischier, your boy, was named captain.
Yes,
So
sir.
I think the future is bright for this Devils team. Would you say so?
I would say so too. They're definitely having a better year than last year at the start of the season, so that's a good sign. But there's still a lot to improve upon.
You know what I miss the most, though, and I'm sure you do too?
What?
The autographs.
Oh man, I remember Nico autographed my hat. That was probably
John
the best day
Hayden
of my
signed
life.
that too, right?
John, well, not the same hat, but I bought a different hat, and he
Oh
signed
yeah,
that.
you spent what $60 on two hats?
Yeah, I was an idiot. I don't know why I bought hats. I should buy like blank pucks or something.
Yeah, I always had a puck that you could have.
Yeah, but you never gave one to me, nor did you give me that Kovalchuk one that I was begging you for. But
I still have it.
I mean, you can always give it to me, if you don't need it.
It's just sitting there.
I know you can just give it to me. I can have it like display like on my dresser. Because that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite players of all time, Douglas.
You know how we got him, right?
How?
So we were just standing in our usual spot, and he walked out, and Eric, he speaks Russian.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, "Spasiba, spasiba." And then he came over and he signed.
Oh. Is Kovalchuk like a good... I heard he was a dick.
I mean, he doesn't really stop, but I think because the kid spoke in Russian.
Oh, it makes sense.
So he stopped.
Just like that thing you told me about PK Subban.
Oh yeah, he only signs for kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Players should sign for everybody. Why does it have to be exclusive to like one specific?
I've gotten a few guys. I've gotten a lot. Devil-wise, Nico always stopped for me. Zajac always stopped for me. Paul Murray, Andy Green, Corey was good. Taylor Hall only stopped once. Opponents, I got Braden Holtby a lot. I still haven't gotten Sidney Crosby. I always missed out. He was right there signing for someone else, and then he walks away. But I could say the autographs have been one of the best times of my life. You meet people, you make friends. Andrew I met. Eric I met. Mark Merrill I met. So I met a lot of good people there. Kind of like Scortino's. I met a lot of good people there.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people that whenever I have been to the games with you, Doug, there's been a lot of good people there.
Yeah.
When
Couldn't
it
be
comes,
prouder.
I actually want to ask you a question. You mentioned somebody. I want to get your thoughts on it since I'm not I don't really follow NHL all that closely. But is Taylor Hall's relevancy gone?
For what? The league or the Devils?
The league.
Uh I mean, I guess you can say that he really hasn't been performing like he was one of those top players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had that MVP type season for us, but the guy had this year he has 1 goal in 19 games. So I think that really says a lot about him.
Mm-hmm.
He really doesn't perform well unless he has unless how do you say he has good like he has Jack Eichel, but there's a lot of issues with Jack Eichel and playing in Buffalo. He doesn't want to be there. Um, Hall's a good player for sure. He's a good playmaker, but I just think that well, if you can look at it this year being in one of those, he's in one of those tough divisions
Mm-hmm.
with us, Boston, Philly, Washington, the Islanders, the Rangers. So he's in a tough division, but still, when you're considered one of the top players, you should be playing like one of those top players, not
Right.
not one of those below average players.
I agree.
And like if you look, he had one good year with the Devils. 39 goals he scored, but if you look, he would average like 20 goals a year. He wasn't really healthy. He would average 60, 70 games a year. The 1 year where he played a lot was 76 games, and that was with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was 18, 19, went down to injury, 33 games, 65 games the following year. Could have played in them all, but then we had the pandemic. Season got canceled. He played in a few playoff games, and then we have 19 games this year. So I would say he's a good player, but he's not one of those top players that you would consider someone being drafted number one. I
Mm-hmm.
would say he's just right now in his career, the way he's been performing, he's one of those average players. He's not. I wouldn't say he's the best.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I rarely hear his name nowadays.
Yeah,
I hear no one talking about him.
we don't hear Taylor Hall's name, but the producer's going to come on the show, James. He's going to give his thoughts on the Washington Capitals. So here's James, the producer, his thoughts on the Washington Capitals.
Oh boy. What's up, James?
Hey, Kyle.
Let's talk some crap about the Caps.
Yeah. Well, we had Vanacek play like 10 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
He did pretty good. Uh, they won like the past 2 games against the Devils. I watched those. The Devils put up a good fight, but as usual, the Caps beat them. And then I saw on NHL Network, the Caps past 28 games against the Devils are like 24-4.
24-4. Yikes. Ovi had a nice goal the other day. I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Wait, what is the Caps record right now? What's their?
I'm not sure, but I know we're like in 2 or 3 seed in the conference, I think.
That's not bad. Nick Klein. Oh boy. Get Douglas back. I need to talk to him about something. Where's Douglas?
Dog.
Is he watching the show? I heard something.
All right, that was the producer, James Serravo. James, thank you as always for giving us the best content on the shows.
All right, Doug.
What do you mean, Nick?
No, because James is talking.
Oh. Yeah, but this is still my Twitter handle.
All right, I think that about wraps everything up.
Yeah, that wraps up the show. So that was a quick preview of what Kyle and I will do on Section 116, discuss New Jersey Devils, stuff around the National Hockey League. Hopefully we could go to a game, you and I.
Hopefully.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll make it big where we're not paying for tickets, but we're sitting
Hopefully,
in the
they just give it to us. They just give it to he wants to go to the Devil game. We'll take those tickets.
No, I'm saying we sit in the press box.
Oh, that'll be even better.
You did that time, right?
I've been there.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Oh, and then we're probably going to have another podcast called The Dougie and Espo Show.
Still working on the name.
No, that's the name, Dougie and
No,
Espo.
it's not. No, we're not. We're working on it.
No, that would be a good name, Dougie and Espo.
All right, fine. Dougie and Espo.
Dougie and Espo. That would be a good show.
Sure, we'll figure out when to do it, but we'll do it.
All right, so James has a piece of paper to give us.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right. So we are live streaming the Monroe Falcons games tomorrow and Wednesday. We're playing Old Bridge tomorrow. It'll be on the Monroe Falcons YouTube channel. We're going to be live streaming. We'll probably start around 2:10, do our pregame show. And then the GMC semifinal, we'll probably start that around 6:40. So hope you guys join in on the live stream to watch the Monroe Falcons take on Old Bridge tomorrow and St. Joe's of Metuchen on Wednesday. So should be interesting. Going to be live streaming it on the Monroe Falcons YouTube account. Looking forward to it. Thank you all for supporting us. Kind of been proud of the work we've been doing. It's always a good show when we have Kyle on. But when you have Andrew, he makes us laugh.
Oh, Lord, Andrew.
Takes us off topic, brings up irrelevant conversations. But hey, he brings entertainment.
Yes, I definitely would agree.
He brings entertainment, so, you can't really complain. But Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for, we got a lot of viewers tonight. I'm surprised at the 2-hour, 46-minute mark, we still have this many people watching. So, wait, we got a question, actually. Let's see what we got. What about Nick and Jillian?
What about them?
Hey, what about them? Well,
what about them? Oh, yeah, because they were guests on the show.
No, but I was just talking about tonight's episode.
Yeah, I got all the ratings. Look at me. Brooklyn Nets all the way.
But Nick and Jill, we make the show great, says Jill. Yeah, I couldn't have been prouder to have you guys on. I'm looking forward to having you guys on again. I mean, if you guys want to come on now to finish out and go 3 hours, you're more
I'm good. I am freaking tired, Doug.
Me too. You got to work a party tomorrow.
I got to work a freaking party tomorrow, Doug. Thanks a lot for that one.
Sorry, I'll be working next Tuesday.
All right. No, you suck. All right, that's how we ended it.
Yeah, this was a good show, Kyle. Again,
it was a good show.
Thank you for always watching the Doug Serravo Show, supporting Serravo Broadcasting. Thank you for my co-host, Andrew and Brandon, and my guest host, Kyle Esposito, Nicholas Klein, Jillian Roberts, I'm jumping the gun. And Nick Klein says I'm boycotting until Doug presents me with a webcam. All right, I'll look into it, Nick.
Just get him a $5 webcam that you can get at Five Below.
Technically, Kyle, if you think about this, it's my show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to give you guys the merchandise.
Right. I better be the first one to get a Serravo Broadcasting t-shirt.
Yeah, we'll get one. We'll see what we could do.
If we make it big enough.
Oh, I'm sure we might. We probably will. We might make it on Comedy Central with Andrew on.
Oh, Jesus. No, America's Funniest Home Videos.
Oh boy, but yeah, thank you for always watching us. I have the best support. I also have the haters. I have the doubters. But guess who's
I'm a
winning?
hater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you clearly don't hate burgers.
No, I don't. I clearly don't eat. I like my burgers.
McDonald's, or you just like restaurant burgers?
McDonald's. Keep it simple. They never mess up. Actually, that's a lie. Actually, sometimes McDonald's messes up in the good ways because I can order a 6-piece nugget and they give me a 10-piece.
I don't like the burgers. I like the chicken sandwiches, especially at Wendy's.
Wendy's doesn't really do it for me anymore,
for
man.
me it does. I love Wendy's.
Five Guys does it for me though.
Remember when you used to work at Bubba's?
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah, that was the time.
I went there with you, right? When we went to Keene?
Yeah, we went there after.
I drove you home from... Yeah, I picked you up from school, went to Keene. You either... Wait. I think we went... No, I went to the Devil game. You might have worked for me, or we went to the... I don't know. I just remember I picked you up. All right, we got another comment. Audience driving the show now.
Chicken sandwiches for the win.
You got that right.
I don't eat a lot of chicken sandwiches, but when I do, I usually get them from Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah. Me and Sierra go there all the time. The spicy chicken sandwiches, actually, I've tried this year. Like, as one of the foods as weird as it sounds, I've tried spicy chicken sandwiches. It's actually not that bad.
Honestly, I could say we have some of the best sandwiches at Scortino's.
Yeah, but it also depends. Actually, I think Angelo makes the best cheeseburgers.
Yo, you gotta try Angelo's, what's that? Grilled chicken sandwich.
Grilled chicken sandwich from
Angelo.
Scortino's?
Yeah.
Angelo's.
Oh, I love them. Try it tomorrow. And then we have a roast pork. Roberto makes a good roast pork.
I don't eat a lot of the crap that we have.
And then,
I only eat the cheeseburgers.
Yeah, we know. Well, you that's all you like, cheeseburgers.
I mean...
and then Joe, he makes a good seafood.
I mean, I don't eat seafood. That's
Joe
all I
makes
don't know.
Seafood.
I had a crab cake once and I was done. I didn't want to have seafood after that.
Nick makes a great white pie. His meatballs are good, too.
Meatballs? Nick makes meatballs?
His meatball pie.
Oh, I was gonna say he doesn't make the meatballs. I mean Chilean's not wrong. I don't know what actual food is.
Like I love our restaurant. I think the food there is good.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's great if I had a lot of the shit. The best thing I ever had there was penne vodka with breaded chicken.
But yeah, extra cheese with buffalo chicken. Renee always gets that.
Oh yeah, she does. I remember she used to get a lot.
She loves her buffalo chicken pie. But yeah, I think we got our chefs are great. The food's great. Great people there. Great friends there.
Yeah, there's some alright people there.
Mike's the best.
He's not there anymore.
Nick made a bomb one the other day.
I'm sure he did. He's the best ever. All right, Doug, let's wrap this crap up.
Been a great show, Kyle.
Yes, it has.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to Section 116. Looking forward to the...
Hey, I don't suck.
Dougie and Espo show. It's going to be a great hit.
Yes, it will.
All right, take care, Bello.
Later, homie.
All right, adios.